Hello, and welcome to Between the Streams podcast. My name is Jay, and this is the show where we ask the most important questions to your favorite streamers and content creators to find out who they really are. Today's guest is a variety streamer with games like The Sims, Sea of Thieves, and even doing art streams sometimes. But we really come here for the just chatting and possibly my favorite hair on Twitch. SavageAlleyCat, how are you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing great. I'm living life. You know how it is.
Oh, yeah. That wonderful, amazing thing we call life.
Yeah.
Sarcasm.
Yes.
Why don't we jump right into it? So, of course, we have our list of questions, but there are some guidelines to them, of course, just to make you feel a little bit more comfortable. So, number one, you can answer questions as your IRL self or your internet persona. That's totally up to you. Two, you don't have to give out any information you don't want. We're not trying to dox anybody, of course. Three, you can skip any question you wish. If something brings up past trauma or is just difficult to answer and you don't feel like dealing with it, skip right past it. And four, of course, answer with as much or as little detail as you want. Yes is an acceptable answer. No is an acceptable answer. So is the script of the entire B movie.
I wish I had it on hand, but I don't.
Well, you can always Google the Declaration of Independence and just start reciting.
And if you hear any typing in the background, it's totally not me doing that exact thing.
Understandable. So, how you feeling? You ready to get started?
I'm loosey-goosey, baby. Let's go. I'm down to clown.
Awesome. Let's start with question number one. First of our four softball questions in the beginning.
Okay.
So what's your name?
My name is Savage. SavageAlleyCat is the full name. I recently rebranded from AF Savage AF because that name it made sense to me and literally no one else. And so I would go into chats and they'd be like, as fuck, savage as fuck, let's go. And I was like, no, that's fucking stupid. Why would I name myself that? So AF is like my initials, pre-marriage actually. So they're not even like my real initials anymore. But I used it back when I was in fitness. I was deep into the fitness game, and I actually learned a lot about like affiliateships and versus partnerships and stuff like that from those times. So all my online codes for like discounts and stuff was always AF. It was actually Savage AF was my online code. So that's why it was Savage on Twitch. But I didn't know. I'm really bad at coming up with like screen names. So I was like, oh, Savage AF is taken because of course it is. And then
it's still better than the early 2000s XX blah 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 XX or the multiple I's or whatever people were doing.
100%. Like back in the day on PlayStation, that was not my screen name.
No.
So
I didn't have an alternate account that was XX Storm XX.
Yes. XX RAR.
Oh my god.
I was a scene kid. I totally was. I was a scene kid in like middle school.
I was a goth kid.
Hell yeah.
So like yeah.
I love it.
I feel you. Like scene kids came around like as I was graduating, so I didn't quite fit in there. But yeah, goth kid. Still,
because like
still
goth was
heart.
like still alive, but it was just like pastel goth and stuff wasn't a thing when I was in school, and now that's like a thing. But I think that's just evolved from scene, because in scene kid culture you could wear like bright colors and be like, I'm a scene kid actually.
Yeah. The the metal shirt with or the As I Lay Dying shirt with the pink highlights on it, and then you have pink highlights in the hair. I'm here for it. I love that aesthetic.
Yeah, no, me too.
But like, and if you looked at pictures of me back when I was in late middle school, early high school, there's an 8th grade prom photo of me where I had long black hair, but it was undercut. And I was wearing solid black button-up shirt, solid black pants, solid black shoes with a red tie.
Oh wow, My Chemical.
And red glasses. Like I had the small framed red glasses.
Let's go, dude.
That was my aesthetic at the time.
That's fucking amazing. That's My Chemical Romance, like in real life, and that's amazing.
Let's move on to question number 2 then. What do you do?
I am a Twitch streamer. content creator and also a digital creator. So I actually did like a live interview type thing not too long ago with a new friend that I met on Twitch who's also an artist. And they asked me why it was digital creator in my Instagram profile. And I was like, well, it's because I don't like just casually draw art for like my own stuff as often as I draw and create art for like other people's things and also to be used on the internet basically. So like a digital creator, like an emote artist or an overlay artist or, merch design, like anything that goes on with that, right?
Right.
So that's what a digital creator is, and that's kind of what more I lean towards. um I'm a variety streamer when I do my Twitch things, but it has a lot to do with the fact that as you'll get to know, have undiagnosed ADHD and I don't have very long attention span. So, like, finishing story games is such a thing of the past for me. And not even because even when I was like just chilling, on the couch with like no responsibilities and I was playing a game, it would be very difficult for me to finish an entire story game. Not because I wasn't engrossed in it or anything, but because they let you do side quests and a like 8-hour game would turn into like a 17-hour game, and I wasn't going to finish it, and I knew that, but that still happens. So
No, I feel that. I think I very much identify with that because I've done
Mhm.
a first playthrough of Dark Souls 3,
Oh yeah.
getting it set up and going, one stream.
Yeah.
I did it one fucking time.
I feel so bad about it too. Well, and that's the thing with being a variety streamer. That's the most difficult part, I think personally. Like outside of discoverability on Twitch, um, you have to kind of do stuff outside of it and post at other places and, network and things like that to really get your name out there and seen.
Hmm.
The other thing is being a variety streamer, I have people come in, while I'm playing something because it's my game. I don't just leave it in just chatting all the time.
Yeah.
I wish I would sometimes just because of this. So I'm playing, fucking who I don't even know. Who cares? What's a game that I've played?
uh,
Valorant. I've played
yeah.
Valorant.
Yeah.
And I don't play it on stream very often, but like I have, and so my game's in Valorant, and then Valorant people will come in because I'm in the Valorant category,
Yeah.
and I'll be like, okay, see you guys next week when I'll be doing art and also D&D and also a random ass game that I bought. Well, I didn't buy because I fucking love free games, and
Yeah.
then I got an Epic that's super scuffed, and also we're doing a fucking community game night. Like none of those nights are Valorant. So like I gain followers or something from a specific game, and if they only come in during that time, that's the only time they know me, and they're not going to come back if I'm not playing that game.
Yeah.
So if I can't hook somebody with like my personality or just me as the content, which I think is the most important thing when you're doing content creation, is you should be the content, so that when people come back in and they're like, hey, I came in because I wanted to watch you play fucking tabs, and I'm
Hmm.
like, well, I'm not playing that game ever again. I'm sorry. But but if you like me because I'm the content, then you'll watch me do, art or a fucking horror stream or Sims or tarot or whatever. These are all things that I've done, by the way. So like I'm serious when I say variety stream.
Oh yeah.
So like you'll come in and watch me do that because you want to see me do it, not because, you're a fan of XYZ game.
Yeah.
But it's difficult. It's like really, it's definitely the hardest part for me.
Yeah, it really is, and I've experienced that same thing. I think I did a
Hmm.
Five Nights at Freddy's stream one time where I
Hmm.
gained 20 followers
Damn.
off of the one and only time I played that game, and I've never seen any of those people in chat again.
Right.
Now, granted, like they came in and I'm full panic mode, like fuck, 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 fuck,
Yeah,
fuck,
yeah.
and they helped me. They gave me a lot of sound advice. They really helped me through that game. But that's their game,
Right.
and
And that's what they want to watch.
right.
Yeah, and that's not speaking bad on you. So like what all the shit I just said about wanting to watch you for you. That doesn't really speak on you if they don't come back, because that's their fucking game and that's what they want to watch. Like,
Yeah.
that's fine. But it sucks because, you gain these people and you're sitting at, I mean, it doesn't even matter what the numbers are, but you're sitting at like 500 followers, but you're only seeing, 3 regular people. Then you're like, fuck. All
Time
these
to make
people
some changes.
followed me. Yeah, all these people followed me for fucking one random thing. But yeah, you just got to keep going. Really. Like Police Simulator, that game came out. And I
Mhm.
was fucking ready. I was so ready. I had it pre-saved. Like, I was like, I'm playing Police Sim because I love simulator games. And I thought it would be super good because of all the stuff they put out. And it is a good game. But I played it like when it released, and it was actually doing really good numbers on Twitch. And I went to play it, and it's still to this day, I think, maybe not anymore. I think I might have surpassed it like recently, but it's up there in like my best streams, like numbers wise, obviously.
Oh wow.
I had chatters and all that kind of stuff. Of course, it's a game about the police. And so I had the people who came in and wanted to troll. And I'm like, dude, I'm playing a video game. Like, fuck off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't really want to talk about it. Like, I will. Like, don't get me wrong. I will fucking talk to you about issues, political, if you want to call them that. I think it's more of like a human rights thing. Like, I'm not going to talk to you about who you voted for. So, like, in my rules, I believe it says no politics. I'm planning on editing that a bit, just because, like, if you want to come in and talk about human rights, like just regular shit that I don't really think should be politicized, but it has been, I don't really mind. Just read the room, I think, is more my thing on that.
Very much so.
So, like, if we're, fucking talking about, if we're making dick jokes and stuff, and you're like, hey, what do you think about the latest thing that's going on in Congress? I'm gonna be like, fuck, man, come on.
Read the room.
I was making jokes about sperm. Come on. It's
Some
not
people,
the
man.
time.
Some people. Oh my God. We're
Yeah.
trying to make dick jokes. Why you got to bring in serious
Right.
conversations?
I'm just trying to make dick jokes, dude.
Well, speaking of dick jokes, in a absolutely unrelated segue.
Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck that last question was.
Well, it's actually very fitting because the question was, what do you do? And you rant and ramble on stream. So
yeah, that's exactly what I do. No matter what game, no matter anything, that's exactly what I do.
So without using that as an answer, you used it as an answer.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm such big brain.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, question number 3. Where are you from?
I was born in a little old town called Las Vegas, Nevada.
Such a small town.
Yeah. It's not really well known. But I was born there, and I am an Army brat due to my stepfather. So I moved to like 7 different U.S. states in my formative years. And now I am currently based in Tennessee. Yay.
Yay. Good old Smoky Mountain State, or whatever they're calling it nowadays.
I don't know. It was the volunteer state at some point, but wasn't that about a war? Like, wasn't that about sending volunteers for like
Something.
the bad one? Like the war?
Yeah, that war. We don't talk about it. Those of us that are from the South who actually have fucking brains, we don't talk about that war.
Yeah.
Shame. All the shame.
All the shame. It's like you have to talk about it, right? Because like you should talk about shit like that. I don't know. It's like the whole thing with like tear down all the fucking statues. I don't want to make this whole thing political, but
no, I'm good with it.
They're like, well, then you'll forget history. And I'm like, how? Is it because you don't know how to read personally? Because that's fine. Admit it.
It's in like 4,000 books. Go pick one up for once, you fucking mouth breather, and maybe you won't forget history. You don't need a damn picture that's standing in the middle of the park.
Put it in a museum, which should be free. All museums should be free.
Absolutely. 100% agree. Libraries are fucking free. You can go there. Museums should be free.
Yes.
All of them. They should be government funded to further education.
Like in DC. Have you ever been to DC?
I have multiple times.
Dude.
I fucking love it.
It's so nice. My mom actually moved up there when I was going to college for her job.
Hmm.
And so I got to go up and visit a couple times and just going in and being like, oh, it's a museum. And I just walk in it, you know?
I spent quite a few years living in the Norfolk, Virginia area. So, like, we'd take day trips to DC a couple of times a year. The Natural
Dude,
History
that's awesome.
Museum, the Space Museum, I mean, just DC itself, the history, the
Yeah.
knowledge, it's amazing.
Yeah.
But my favorite place in that area
Hmm.
would have to be uh, Colonial Williamsburg.
Oh, yeah. Do you know who, Sophia?
Oh,
Do you know who Sophia Nygaard is?
that sounds really familiar.
So she was on with BuzzFeed. She's like one of those people who, has a video out of why I left BuzzFeed.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So she was with them and then she, split off and did her own YouTube thing.
As
And
you should.
she's obsessed. Yeah. She's obsessed with Colonial Williamsburg.
Hmm.
And she actually got invited because she said it a couple times in her videos. She does things where she has like full makeovers for different periods of time and just buys like ridiculous things that like Instagram has shown her,
Hmm.
things like that.
Yeah.
And so she's brought up Williamsburg multiple times and they invited her to come and get like her makeover done there and actually
Oh.
get to walk around in full, costume and like work and all that good stuff. She got to what she got to do something specific because she was like, maybe I can talk my way into the backstages of a couple places once I'm dressed up. Dude, she's funny. I love her. She's very she's like her own person. Like
Hmm.
she's very quirkily funny,
Yeah.
I don't know, I like her a lot. I'm sorry. I'm shrimping.
You're good. That is perfectly fine. We're gonna have to go check her out.
Definitely.
All right, and let's bring it back in for the last of our softball questions for now.
Yeah.
Question number 4: vanilla or chocolate?
Mm. You said it was a softball though.
I mean, compared to some of the ones that are coming up, softball, definite softball.
Okay. Well, that's not comforting. Um so here's the thing. I really like, okay, hold on. I really like, I could eat hot chocolate things, but I like cold vanilla things.
Oh,
So,
interesting.
yeah.
So, like hot chocolate, hot fudge.
Yeah. Like lava cake. Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
ooh, that just made me hungry. Why?
Right? Like my mouth, I'm salivating a little bit. It's embarrassing.
But just to play devil's advocate here, and I
Okay.
do this just because I can. French
Yeah,
vanilla
you're
creamer
sounding
for
like
your
me.
coffee.
That's true. I don't like mocha coffees.
Me neither.
But to be honest, I actually like the taste of coffee because I'm a fucking degenerate. So, like, I'm not like, oh, I drink my coffee black kind of thing. Like, it's more so I like espresso with oat milk.
Ooh,
The
that's a
end.
good one.
Yeah. Actually, I've been starting to use coconut sugar.
You lost me.
Well, I see. Like, I don't know if I think that might be fucking terrible for the environment. So I'm probably gonna not do that anymore. Um, but brown sugar as well. I use coconut sugar in place of brown sugar because it's like less terrible for you.
Right.
But brown sugar, that taste with espresso and oat milk is fucking good.
That really does sound delicious.
It's nice.
My go-to order at LARP Fucks is sorry. I don't My go-to order is always a caramel macchiato quad.
Mm,
Simple, straightforward. See, I don't have any issues with regular milk.
right?
That's just my preference. Uh, I understand that some people do. More power to you. Don't shit on me. That's
Yeah, I
all I
would
ask.
never see. Yeah, I would never shit on you for your things. But cow's milk, that's fucking weird that you drink cow's milk.
Look, cow tit juice is delicious,
It's
and
so
nobody will ever
weird.
change my mind.
Okay, but you have to admit the fact that it's fucking weird that we do that as
No,
humans.
it's weird for the first person that did it. The guy who discovered
That's
it.
extra weird.
But since then, I mean, to me, it's natural in my the way my brain works, because you drink milk from your mom or your mother
Hmm.
figure, whoever raises you, your wet nurse, whatever you want to call it,
Whatever.
whatever
Yeah.
you have for you rich people. If you have a wet nurse, whatever. But
Is that a rich person thing?
I don't know. It's an old school thing. I don't know if rich people still do it. They're weird. But we drink milk. It's a thing we do as for naturally do. That's a thing. Why wouldn't we supplement that with animal milk later on in life?
Because it's only for the babies.
I just a babe. No, I'm gonna fucking cut that out. I'm not doing that. But no, seriously, I firmly believe that it is natural for human beings to consume milk, whether that is as a child from your mother or from animals.
Okay,
We're not
yes.
even going to discuss where like some of the flavorings that humans use in things come from,
Well, yeah.
like the raspberry flavor that everybody's so fucking hyped about in everything, like Jolly
Uh-huh.
Ranchers or whatever. That
Uh-huh.
is secretions from a certain type of beetle.
Oh
Asshole.
yeah. But I'm okay with that. I don't know. Bugs are like that's like fine for me. I don't know why, but I'm
Wait, so you're
like
okay
the
eating bugs, but you're not
yeah,
okay eating cow milk?
because what other animal is like, well, now that I'm grown and I'm done just sucking on my mom's tit, I'm gonna go find another tit to suck on.
See, you're not losing me here.
Oh my god. No, the
Cows,
answer is none.
not
The
for
answer
me.
is none.
Not for me. Sorry.
Yeah, for you, yeah,
Think I'm
specifically.
fucking weird? I don't care.
I started this off by saying I wasn't gonna
I'll
shit
drink
on
all
you.
the tit milk. Fucking goat milk is
But
delicious.
would you okay, hold on, but would you drink human breast milk?
Have.
I see that's confusing because I know you don't have kids.
We're gonna leave it at that. I'm not even
Yeah,
gonna
how about
fucking
we just
explain
move
myself.
on? Yeah,
Not
let's
even gonna
just
explain myself.
let's move on. Mhm.
So, getting back into question number 5, what is something you've done that you're proud of?
Okay. Um I feel like I this is a hard question for me because I am sad. No. Well, yeah. But okay. Holy shit, get it together, Savage. I feel bad because I don't have like a specific go-to. Like I'm not like immediately like, oh shit, I'm so proud of myself for so many things and I can't pick just one. And then I feel bad about myself for feeling bad that feel bad about feeling bad. Okay, just keep that all in. It'll make sense to somebody.
Yep.
So, here's the thing. I am a mom, and the like hallmark answer to this and probably like three more questions down the line is going to be like, oh well, I have a kid and I gave birth to a child and I am so proud to bring life into this world. But realistically, like you have to separate yourself from that. Like with streaming, before I was a mom, I was, Savage. My name hasn't always been Savage, but in the interest of not doxing myself, um,
Yeah.
so I was in marching band in high school. I was in band from middle school all the way through until junior year of high school. I was in marching band, and after that, well, like junior year and senior year, and for wait, how many? 5 more years. Okay, so 7 years total. I
Mhm.
played rugby, and I was also an athletic training student in college.
Mhm.
I mean, like I did a bunch of shit, right? And I've also been an artist for a while. Um, so I had all these different things. And then once I became a mom, like my whole personality, like my whole, what are you? Is mom. My identity just changed entirely. And
Mhm.
well, oh yeah, and when I was in the gym, I was doing bodybuilding and strong woman shit, like right before I had a kid.
We're gonna have to touch back on the strong stuff
Okay.
for reasons. We'll discuss
For
that in a moment.
science. So yes, like I did all this shit beforehand and then I just became like mom. Like that's it.
Mhm.
Like I don't even remember like my real name half the time because when I wasn't a streamer, I was just mom. Like I didn't hear my real name like ever. And then
Mhm.
when I became a streamer, I started hearing Savage and mom, and that was it. And so if anybody called me by my real name, I'd be like, "Holy shit, what? Hello?" who are you? Who am I?
Yeah.
Um,
You know, I, again, no kids, but
yeah,
I actually have that as well because
yeah,
I don't really have any real life friends. All my friends are online.
as it should be.
They all know me as JStorm. So anytime I talk to somebody, it's J or JStorm or
Yeah.
some variation there.
Yeah, I know a couple of my online friends' IRL names, and even though I know them, I
Can't
would never call them that. It's so weird.
can't use them. Can't use
No,
them.
it's so weird.
But my wife also hangs out in the same communities that I do.
Oh, cool.
So she'll hop in voice chat with us and everybody's hanging out talking and then she'll ask me something and she'll be like, "John, blah 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 blah." And I'll just right over my fucking head. I won't
Right,
even
you don't
realize
even know
she's
who the
talking
fuck
to me.
she's talking to.
I was
Like,
like,
who's John?
"Fuck is she calling John?
Are you
Oh shit,
cheating
that's
on me?
me." That's all she ever calls me. She doesn't call me Jay. She doesn't call me
Right,
Jay
right, right.
Storm. It's
Yeah.
John.
Yeah, my husband doesn't call me Savage.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed about it, actually. It makes me sad.
Now, when she refers to me when she's talking to other people, she does say Jay Storm.
Right.
But when she's talking to me, it's John. And
It's
half the
funny.
time, right through my fucking ears. It just doesn't even process.
That's funny. Yeah, one of my mods in my channel is my sister-in-law.
Hmm.
So, funny story. It's gonna sound weird, but we married brothers, but we're sister-in-laws. So, like every time we say like, "Oh yeah, we're sisters because we married brothers,"
Hmm.
people are like, "What?" And I'm like, "No, no, 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 no. Hold on. We are friends. Our husbands are brothers. We married them separately." So, my husband is my sister-in-law's brother-in-law, right? So, when I'm talking about her, I call her Moose offline all the time. And
Hmm.
he's just like, "Who?" And I'm like, "Okay, I'm sorry." And I have to call her by her real name. And then I go back to streaming and I almost call her by her real name instead of her fucking screen name. And I'm like, well, this is just fucking confusing.
Yeah.
Everyone should just go by their screen name all the time.
Yes, go by your chosen name.
Yes.
100% support that.
Yeah, actually. On all accounts.
Yeah. On every way that can be taken, go by your chosen name.
Yep. So most proud of at least top three. Because you brought up rugby and that reminded me. When I was in high school, I actually started like pioneered a founding member, I guess you could say, of the first girls team at my high school. And I scored the very first try, which is like a touchdown for all of you Americans out there.
Goddamn Americans.
Yeah, damn Americans. They took our jobs. Anyway, so so that's one thing that like I'm super proud of. Like that will stay with me for like ever, right? Aside from my kid, who I do love,
You don't have to say it like it's a job.
I know, but like I don't know. It's because mom guilt is like a real thing, and it's not even you doing it, you know?
Yeah.
I talked about this. I had a Mother's Day special with a couple of their mom streamers. And like mom guilt isn't something like, yeah, of course you feel it like as a mom. There's tons of stuff that you do where you're like, oh fuck, like I'm a terrible mom. Like it's bad, it sits in your mental, it's terrible. But outside of yourself is where you see the most mom guilt, is people putting it on you and they're all fucking assholes. And I don't think that your listeners are assholes, but if any of you are assholes, just know that you're an asshole.
I don't know. The people in my main friend group, if they're listening to this podcast, you're assholes.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, fuck
and
you guys.
Know it. Y'all fucking know it.
But yeah, like those people who are like, if you don't spend every waking moment doing everything correct, then you're a bad mom. If you don't, if they have screen time, you're going straight to hell. Like those people.
Yeah.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah. No. Look, I'm gonna just go ahead and throw this out into the ether. If you're one of those people who your whole identity is that you're a mom and you just harp on that constantly, you're in those Facebook groups and that's all you ever do is mom, 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 you suck at being a person.
Yeah, and I feel bad for you because I slipped into that for a little while because that's how it gets, So please, I'm going to follow up on it because I know that Jay has good intentions there, because I know the kinds of people that he's talking about, the people who fall into it too hard and you shame others. That's not cool. Stop doing
Yeah.
that.
No, I'm not talking about the people who truly enjoy being a mom.
Right, right,
It's
right,
okay
right.
to
Yeah,
do
of course.
that.
Yes, it
But
is.
if
100%.
that is your sole personality trait,
Hmm.
is being a mom, like there's nothing beyond that, you suck at being a person.
Yeah. If anything is your sole personality trait,
Yeah.
it's not good. But yeah, like for real, go do something for yourself, bro.
Yes.
Go follow your fucking passions. And if being a mom is your passion, that's great. Then go like write a fucking blog and teach other people like cool shit about what you've learned throughout your journey as a human or something. I don't know. Just I don't
Hell
want you
yeah.
to feel trapped. Don't feel trapped.
Yeah. Totally agree.
Okay, I think we can move on.
Yeah. How many siblings do you have, if any?
I am like technically an only child, but I have a stepbrother who has been my stepbrother or was my stepbrother and when I was 5. And then my mom and my stepdad separated in middle school. Yeah, it was middle school, like the second half of middle school. So technically, we're not related like at all, like by blood or by marriage anymore, but we still call each other brother and sister. Like we're still in contact and stuff. Cause I mean, we were siblings when we were 5 years old for like a long time,
Right.
formative years and all that. So, but he lived with us like during the summer. So I'm still like, I still have the personality of an only child.
Yeah. Just can't escape it.
I can't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm an entitled millennial. I apologize.
You should never apologize. Never say sorry. Isn't that
Never.
that's one of Gibbs's rules, isn't it?
Yeah, I
Sorry,
think so.
NCIS reference.
No, I
For
know
all
it's
you
AS.
youngins. I love
Oh yeah, they
NCIS so
are. You
much.
guys are children, aren't you? Admit it. Raise your hand right now if you're a child. That's what I thought. Yeah, I
Yeah.
see you.
Yeah.
Was that creepy? I'm sorry.
Go ask your parents for permission to watch this podcast. It is R-rated.
Yeah, it has bad words in it.
Explicit content. Okay, so speaking of explicit content,
Uh-oh.
question 7. Have you ever been in love?
I have. I've been in love multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
So I am currently in love with the father of my child. I love him dearly. I've been in love before that, like romantically. Regardless of how it turned out, I think it's really interesting that love is a hormonal effect in your brain. It's not just like, oh, well, I choose to be in love. Like, that's not really how that works. Like, on a scientific level, which is so interesting to me because there's definitely one person that I was in love with that it was the most toxic relationship of my entire life. But like love is blind kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was like, hey, bro, not a good idea. And I was like, fuck you guys. You don't know what you're talking about. They knew. And I'm not trying to, speak to anybody like, oh, if you're in a toxic relationship right now and your friends are saying don't do it, like they're right. Like, yeah, you know that too in your smart side of your brain.
Yeah.
But in the love side of your brain, dude, it's crazy. It's crazy how strong hormones can be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like not just like, oh, like sexy hormones. Like, I mean,
Yeah, no.
our entirety of our being is just all about them hormones.
Your brain can fuck with you in ways that you don't even realize.
Yeah.
And it can get so bad.
Yeah.
Oh my
Or
God.
really good.
Yeah.
It won't be completely negative,
I experienced that. Yeah, it can be really good, but I experienced the negative side here recently, and
Oh no.
oh, it was bad.
Mm-hmm.
But we won't get into that. That's boring. I'm boring. Let's talk about Savage
No.
more.
Jay's awesome.
I'm gonna cut that out. So
Don't do it. I'm not gonna let you. Wait, that's not gonna work. Fuck.
So speaking of your brain fucking with you,
Okay.
possibly my favorite question of this series.
Oh no.
Question number 8.
You never want to hear that from the interviewer.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
What's the drunkest you've ever been?
Oh, fuck yeah. Let's talk about those days. So like I said earlier, I did play rugby through college. Um, so I have quite a few stories. And then I was also so the athletic, oh, sorry, knocked my mic. So in the athletic training program in college, you basically, once you get in, you're with your class outside of like gen eds,
Hmm.
all the classes that you're taking in the major, you're with your class because it's not that big. So we all also participated in Thirsty Thursdays heavily and aggressively all the time. Um, but
Okay.
I was playing rugby before that, and I think at a younger age, you get even stupider. So there's quite a few good stories from like rookie nights and like not even just my rookie night, but like the next class is in rookie night
Hmm.
and just like random nights and after games and all kinds of shit, right?
Hmm.
So there's also this thing in rugby called a Zulu. You do a Zulu warrior like run, and I don't. Honestly, it's probably racist. I didn't think about it until just now, but but it's if you get the first try, it's your first try on a new team, basically. And I did that. I scored. I was a loose forward for anybody who knows what rugby is. So I didn't really get a lot of scoring opportunities, but I took them when I could. And we had a cabin. It was the rugby house. And so you have to run around the rugby house nude.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, it's the X-rated portion of this podcast. Um so so you get like drunk first, right? Because nobody's gonna just be like, okay, after the game, strip down, run around the house. No, you have to get drunk first.
Of course.
So I'm gonna tell you like kind of a synopsis of the entire night of this happenings of this event.
Hmm.
So we just got done playing our game. We get back, we won. I scored. So we're drinking a questionable mix of what you would call hunch punch. And then we do our Zulu runs. And nothing really crazy happens there, but I have large boobs. So I have to hold them or I'll get fucking clocked in the face, get a fucking black eye from these dudes, right? If I'm
Oh,
running.
goodness.
So I'm holding those running around. There's a giant ditch in the backyard. I didn't fall. I felt extremely athletic and very accomplished. So that's not actually the part where I was like super drunk. I just wanted to brag about it, honestly. So we get back inside. Everybody's getting dressed. We decide to play hide and seek for some reason. So at this point in the night, it's most of the team. A couple people go home. A couple people don't drink after the game. Whatever. We respect their decisions. And a couple of the guys, I don't really know if any of the guys' rugby team was there, but just like people's brothers and like friends that we have were over.
Hmm.
And well, I apparently was pretty drunk, but we're playing hide and seek. And at some point, we all hide in the downstairs bathroom, all of us. And I'm talking, I can't remember the exact number, but I want to say anywhere from 8 to 12 people. This is not a large bathroom. This is literally a log cabin, but it's like right off of campus. It's a really weird thing. And we're all in there. Like we're sitting on the counter. One of us is standing on the counter. A couple people are around the toilet. Like we're all just in this fucking room
Right.
for a while. Like I don't know who was looking for us. But we were all in the bathroom.
I mean,
I don't even remember if they ever found us. I think we just came out.
it wasn't one of those just like, all right, we're all gonna hide in here. Wait,
No,
we're all
yeah.
here. Who's looking?
Yeah, no, it was, we all decided to do it. I don't even remember how we fucking choreographed this because it doesn't make sense. Like, that's how I know. I mean, yeah, my memory is not as sharp as it once was, but
I mean, who's
I
is?
know that we coordinated it somehow. And I don't remember. I wish I had more details of this night. Like, if I could go back and like just snag a detail out of the air, it would be that night, apparently. But it was fun.
It definitely sounds like it. Naked running and hiding in a bathroom with a bunch of other people. I mean,
Yeah, that's pretty much, that was my college experience.
can't ask
Stay
for
in
a
school,
better
folks.
Tuesday.
That's how you get there.
Yeah. Well, being a streamer, it seems that most people have the same answer to this question, but I have to ask it anyway. So, day or night?
I'm a night owl. Um, Obviously, my lifestyle of being a mom. I mean, okay, to be fair, my kid does wake up pretty early, but excuse me. My kid does wake up pretty early, but I obviously really enjoy the time that I'm not actively chasing, wiping butts, playing games and such. And today, even, I was a jewel thief and then I got beat up.
Oh no.
Yeah, because my daughter was the cop.
Oh.
She caught me. She beat my ass. I'm just kidding, but she was, I don't know, she's pretty fucking strong.
I mean, it sounds like she played the role of a cop really
Yeah,
well.
yeah, she did. Yeah, I'm brown too, so that's awkward.
Oh,
So but yeah, so when
getting
I'm not doing
canceled
that,
already.
I know. And when I'm not doing that, I'm like to just be like chilling. So that's really cool that I get to do that at night. So the
Hmm.
nighttime is kind of like my happy place. But I do envy daytime streamers like real bad. Daytime's kind of lit.
I do and I don't because, like, I know more people are awake during the daytime.
But they're working.
Yes and no. Like, especially for, a lot of streamers, they have really young audiences on average.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
So, like, especially summertime daytime is like fucking
Yeah,
peak viewership.
true.
But anybody who's run a computer in a small room like I am right now for an
Mhm.
extended period of time in the middle of the day knows that it gets fucking hot.
That's true. I'm very fortunate. This room is large. This is also the playroom that I'm in. So it's like a weird add-on to the house. Like it's above the garage, but also they like I wish I could send you like a picture of the wall right now through the podcast because the ceilings are weird. It's like they just cut a hole out for like the rest of the room. Wait, okay, that sounds like it looks ridiculous. I mean, it does, but not like that. Like all the walls are fine, but it's just weird. It's just a really strange room. It's very obvious that it was an add-on, and but it's huge. It's a very big room, like dumb big. So I'm very lucky in that regard.
So lucky. I'm
Hmm.
I'm in a spare bedroom that has been converted into my office slash streaming slash recording studio.
Hmm. Eventually, I'll probably have to move down to that because right now we live with my mom.
Hmm.
That part's not fun, but
Well,
we're working on some financial stability uh, as it is, and we're either going to take over this house and she's going to go back to DC, which is what the plan was, but you know, fucking whole ass country's falling apart, so it's just been a little bit slower of a transition.
yeah, the housing market is fucking stupid right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, and this one we got actually here's a fun story about the house I live in. So this house, and this is not a wealth flex because again, it's my mother's house. This house, I picked it out because she was in DC. So I was like, hanging out with a realtor and like we were looking at places
Hmm.
and I knew her budget versus like, what we would be able to spend if like she refinanced, and we could get the mortgage at a pretty much the same that we would get a decent apartment at.
Right.
So that's what we were looking at. And this house is definitely worth, because the houses down the street are worth about $500,000.
Ooh.
Yeah, but we got it significantly cheaper because it had been on the market for a while, actually. And the dude was trying to sell it fast because his wife up and left him,
Oh wow.
maybe. Possibly murder. Because I mean, he was selling it for like significantly cheaper. I mean, I get it. If you need to get out, you need to get out. You need to do your thing
Yeah.
and all that. Like that makes sense. It makes sense as a story, but it's just more fun to think about the fact that there's kind of a young magnolia tree in the front yard.
Hmm.
So, and also when my mom was repainting the master bedroom, there were orange spots that popped up in the paint which, if you don't know, that's the color of cleaned blood that comes through when you repaint things. It was in a very spatter pattern. So
I mean, that just happens sometimes.
sometimes, yeah, sometimes you hit your head in the doorway of the bathroom and it spatters all over the wall. Sometimes that happens. So
Yeah,
yeah, I mean,
yeah,
it
it's
was
a thing that
terrifying,
happens.
but nothing crazy's happened. So, but I'll check it. I'll check back in. I'll let you know.
Yes, definitely keep us updated.
Help, ghost. It's just on my Discord.
Now we're gonna have to find out if your house is haunted or not.
No, I don't want to do that. I'm pretending it's like a joke, you know. It's like if you give it too much power. Do you know how many crystals I have like around me at all times?
Oh,
I'm that guy.
are you a crystal person?
I have a listen. Wait, can you hear?
Yes. Yeah.
Is it loud?
I'm so disappointed. No,
No.
joking.
I'll fight you, Jay.
You can try. But let's move on to question number 10 and approaching the halfway point.
Oh God, have I been talking too much?
No, absolutely not. I'd never say that.
Let's go.
I want more content. So, question number 10. What's your favorite color?
Green. I like green.
Just straight green?
Yeah, like lime green, bright greens are my favorite, which is unfortunate because I try and do stuff like my branding and things. I want it to have a lot more green in it, but like lime green for text is not an easy thing to pull off. But lime green for backgrounds is not an easy thing to pull off. It's difficult.
It's very overpowering.
Yeah, it's very bright, but I like that about it. I don't know. I like the combination of like neon colors together, which is very difficult to pull off.
Yeah.
If only it was the fucking 80s and we had neon windbreakers again. You know what I mean?
You know what? Let's bring them back.
You're right.
I'm fucking down for it.
I have a merch store. I bet if I find a product code, I bet I could put that in my merch store. Neon windbreakers.
I'm pretty sure I can rock a mullet.
Hell yeah.
I mean, it'll be an extreme mullet because, nothing on top. But I can still rock the mullet. I mean...
Okay, I'm sorry. Sounds a visual and it was funny. That's amazing. Yes.
It's that old phrase, party in the back, parking a lot on top.
Wow. Are you going to keep that in?
Yeah, I'm not ashamed. Everybody knows I'm fucking bald. I stream. People have seen this shit.
It's not the bald part. It's the bad joke part.
Look, if you think I'm ashamed of bad jokes, you really don't fucking know me.
This technically is the second time I've ever talked to Jay. I might hate him. Who knows?
There are people out there who do.
Stay tuned after this episode releases for the Twitter beef.
Look, I am dreading my face actually getting out there, like, to the masses, because young Jay, I'm talking like between the ages of 10 and 20, a fucking asshole to everybody he met. A definite menace to society.
Oh no.
Like, I was a horrible person. There are pretty much my
dox your ass.
Yeah.
They're gonna see your face and be like, oh, that motherfucker.
I know that bitch. Yeah. A lot of people do. A lot of people fucking hate me. I'm different now. I've changed. I promise.
People change. It's a real thing.
I like to think that I'm a good person now. So I love you, whoever hates me. I'm serious. I do. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, we were talking about love.
We did talk about
I forgot to bring up my favorite thing about the word love.
What's that?
So I'm upset that we only have one word for love.
Yes.
Why don't we have more? Like other people probably. Why do we have such a shallow ass language?
I need to look this up because now that you bring that up, I need to know.
Who still uses multiple words?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I love my family. I love and even then, I love my extended family, but I love my daughter in a different way. I love my husband. I love my friends. I love the general love for just human beings, which also translates into the fact that I hate people. Like, I say that a lot, but that's because I want and know that they can do better for themselves and they don't, and it pisses me off. But that's because I love them, like in general. A lot of them, not all of them. There are people that I don't love.
Okay, so not the number I was thinking of, but Greek has
Right.
8 different words for different types of love.
Yeah, and we use some of them for like literature terms, I think, right? Like ethos or one of
Yes.
those. Yeah.
Ethos, eros, I can't find the rest of them. I'm not going to go that deep. But
Yeah.
yeah, we definitely are lacking in the English language as how to define love.
Hmm.
And it sucks. It really
It's
does.
disappointing because I feel like it almost like dampens the word, like makes the word like less impactful. Because I'm the kind of person that says it to like everybody, like on Twitter or like Twitch or anywhere. I'm like, dude, I love you, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like it makes the word less impactful because certain people don't like that, you know, like if you're in a relationship with them and, you know, you tell your friend or something, you know, I love you, bye, you know, like on the phone or something. It
Mm-hmm.
makes it feel less, which is valid, you know, that's fine. That's a fine feeling to have. But I think it's obvious that I don't love people the same way that I love somebody that I'm in a relationship with.
I agree there that,
Hmm.
you know, I don't love my friends the same way I love my wife.
Right.
But if your significant other is getting irritated that you tell your friends that you love them or people online, you know, whoever you're talking to, if you say, oh,
Hmm.
guys, I love you guys. If that bothers her, that is a definite sign of insecurity. That's something y'all
Oh,
need
I
to talk
agree.
about.
I agree. But okay, so this is why I say, when I say things like that's a valid feeling. So my favorite phrase to use is that explains it, but it doesn't excuse it.
Yeah.
So if you have a significant other that is feeling that way, and I'm not saying you can't always do this, like this won't always work. If it's a red flag and they're toxic, it's a red flag and they're toxic. But that's an obvious sign of insecurities. And I think it's worth talking to them about it from that angle. Now, if they're not open to having a conversation about it at all, then yeah, like fuck that.
Yeah. That's a huge red flag.
Yeah.
But
So, but
yes,
like, I get it. I get it as a valid feeling just because based on the fact that we don't have other words and it's stupid.
yes. All feelings are valid, but
Yes.
you have to communicate and
Yes.
understand each other.
100%.
And that's the key. If they're not willing to communicate and
Hmm.
discuss things, then that's the red flag.
Yeah.
Well, passing through that halfway point, going on to question number 11. Who is someone who has inspired you?
Hmm. One time in school, I think this was middle school, maybe grade school. Um, we had to write a paper on our role model, and I wrote my. This is funny and embarrassing, and also I'm happy that I did it. I wrote my paper on. Do you guys? Well, her name is Melissa Milano. I know that you know that, or Alyssa. What did I just say? Her name is Alyssa Milano,
Yeah.
and I know that people know who she is.
Yes.
But at the time, she was on a TV show called Charmed
Oh,
about witches who are sisters.
that's actually one of me and my wife's favorite shows.
It's such a good show, dude.
We watch through the whole series every couple of years.
It's such a good
So
fucking show.
good.
My husband likes it too, and we didn't find that out until like a few, like, well, I say a few months, but I think it was maybe a year or so. But like, something brought it up, and he was like, "Dude, I love Charmed," and I was like, "No fucking way!" But yeah, so her character in Charmed was what I wrote the paper about.
Okay.
Isn't that
Little
funny?
little Phoebe paper.
Yeah, little Phoebe.
Oh.
Little Phoebe. But I think that kind of just bleeds into the fact that even now as an adult, like not too long after that, or actually before that, when I was even younger, like Xena, Warrior Princess,
Mm-hmm.
she was my shit. Like that was my jam, right?
I am
And could this
very
all
familiar.
possibly be, yeah, right? Could this all, Lucy Lawless, Jesus Christ, but could
Oh.
this all possibly be by Panic? Could this...
I mean,
I don't identify as bisexual, but that's a different story. But anyway, so but yeah, so that could all be that, or I just had like this draw to like really strong women, like from an early age.
Mm-hmm.
Like Lucy Lawless in general. Now that I'm, older, I like Lucy Lawless. And I liked Xena and China from WWE.
Mm-hmm.
That was another one
I'm
that,
sensing
like,
a pattern of strong women here.
yeah, just big, strong fucking babes,
Yeah, fair enough.
So all that to say, I don't know if I have necessarily a big, strong woman inspiration, but like now, but that's kind of what shaped me, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
is those from my childhood and from my past. But currently, like inspiration wise, um, there's a ton of fucking dope ass creators in the Twitch space specifically for me
Mm-hmm.
that have not, I guess I don't want to say necessarily open doors, because I don't network for the sole purpose of you coming in and supporting me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's shitty. Like you're just being a shitty person. And it's very obvious, like, because you'll come in and you'll be like, well, like self promos in chat.
Yeah.
You're that, like, don't be that guy.
Yeah, definitely. No,
I try
don't.
so hard.
Kids, stop it. Stop
Yeah.
it, children.
And then you'll see these like fucking feeder posts, basically, like these these fucking fishing for engagement posts on social medias that are
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, if you're another small streamer with, this and this and that, like just these stupid ass generic things, then drop your link. Like, no, they just want you to comment on their post. They don't give a fuck about you. Like, stop.
Yeah.
Like, and you'll go in there and you'll see fucking comments of people being like, yeah, my name's J Rock or something. I'm like, stop it. Stop.
Yeah. No,
She
look,
doesn't give a fuck about you and you don't give a fuck about her. Stop doing this. Stupid.
look, I'm going to give a little bit of advice to everybody listening. This is how I get all of my guests for this
Mhm.
podcast. I find streamers that I enjoy, or content creators that I enjoy watching. I enjoy what they do and that I think are interesting. And I will talk to them in chat, not about the podcast. I talk to them about them. I talk to them about me. Nothing related to my stream. It is literally just like myself and everything that they're doing.
Yeah. I
Then
didn't know that Jay streamed until after he messaged me, by the way.
Then you go and find them on something else and you private messaged them.
Mm-hmm.
Do not fucking mention, like, I have yet,
Yeah.
even to this day, I have yet to mention my podcast in any streams. I don't do it. I don't mention my stream in other people's streams at all. All I do is I'll find somebody I find interesting that I want to sit down and talk to, direct message them, private message it, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and work it out that way. That is how you network.
Like, if I know that you're a streamer, that's one thing. Like, I just wanted to, because I have anxiety about saying things like when a streamer says, yeah, this and this and this, that has to do with something that's very specific to streaming. And I want to go like, oh my God, yeah, me too. But then I'm like, hey, I'm a streamer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I get anxiety about even doing that.
Yeah.
So, and like I will, because like I'm just having a conversation. And 9 times out of 10, the people that I'm talking to in chat know that I'm a streamer outside of being on their stream, being in their chat,
Right.
So that's fine. Like, like you can talk to me. Like, don't feel like you can't be like, I also use slobs. Like, that's fine. Not like your very first message, like say hello, Jesus. But
Yeah.
but like straight up, like that's what networking is about. I've made friends. Like I've made legitimate friends that I can DM, on Twitter and Discord or something, and ask them about something that is stream related, because it's a DM. Right. It's not me tagging you or mentioning you or something. It's like I'm actually making a connection with you as a person, and that's how you should use the internet in general, and also content creation. Mm-hmm. Because then networking is more about like this, like, yeah, I'm contributing to your content right now.
Right.
But 1, it's because I want to, obviously.
Yeah.
And 2, it's not gonna be mutually exclusively beneficial to you.
Yeah.
Like when you put your podcast out and you're like, hey, these are the people that I have on my podcast. People who watch or listen to your podcast or listen to another episode and then go, hey, this is kind of interesting. Don't know who the fuck I am. Listen to my episode and go, hey, I love that chick and I want to go support her. Or, oh God, no. which is fine.
Yeah.
Either one. Because if you don't like me, then please don't come into my stream.
Yeah, don't that's not what we're trying to do
We
here.
are not trying to do
Don't
that.
do that.
But yeah, like networking is for collabing and like making friends and making both of your content better, in the long run. And of course, sure, you're gonna find some reach through it. Like, if so and so that you talk in their stream, first of all, is like super chill and like shouts you out in their stream, maybe one or two of their followers will come follow you. That doesn't even mean that they're gonna come watch you because they currently are watching this streamer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like this big fucking win all. Like, never have I ever seen somebody who says something in chat like, hey, I'm gonna go stream now, or like, hey, dope stream, but like I gotta go set my shit up. I've never left their stream to go to the person in chat that said that.
Yeah.
Never
No.
once.
Not ever.
Doesn't work.
Won't happen.
No. I've gotten follows from shout outs before, which is dope. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I've had people where, like, if I'm watching one of my friends stream
Mm-hmm.
and somebody else in our community, like, they don't even this is word for word, and this actually happened yesterday. So
Yeah.
one of my friends streaming, another friend was just about to go live, and they were in chat as well. And all he said, word for word, was, "All right, I gotta head out. I'll see y'all later."
Yeah.
That's it. And then
You
he
don't have to
posts,
tell me what you're doing.
yeah, and then he posts his link in Discord like everybody else does.
Mm-hmm.
So I go and click, and I pop him up in another tab.
Yep.
I mean, that's all you have to do. Like, make that connection so that when you say, "Hey guys, I'm out. I gotta go,"
Yeah.
that people are gonna, "Oh shit, what's he going to do? Oh shit, he's streaming. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go watch." That's what you want.
100%. Anyway, I don't know. Was I answering what my favorite color was? Like, is that what we
Inspiration.
Oh, my inspiration. Yeah. So like there's a bunch of content creators. I will say specifically though, Game Pass Dad on Twitch, he actually did help me I guess break down some barriers. Not necessarily again open doors. That's kind of what got me started on the tangent.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would say open doors would be like, if fucking Ms. Kiff was like, who's a dope streamer? SavageAlleyCat, and like that's a big ass shout out. But
Yeah.
again, you might get a couple follows here and there, and you might get a couple consistent viewers, even with a streamer that big,
Maybe.
Maybe.
Out of the 40,000 people that he would bring
Jesus
in,
Christ. Right.
you might gain 1 or 2K followers out of it that actually stay.
Yeah.
Like the day of that shout out, you might jump 30,000.
Crazy high. Yeah.
But
But after
that's
that,
gonna take
that's about it.
that will take, the motherfuckers will unfollow you the next day, if
Oh,
not 5 minutes later.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I've literally been raided by, I think the largest raid I've had so far was about 300.
Holy shit.
Somewhere in there. It was insane. Like, oh my
I
god.
would pee my pants on stream live.
Quick story of this. I'll go ahead and
Please
throw
do.
this out there. So this was actually really interesting. I was playing Minecraft on a brand new server to me. Like, the server had been up and running for a while, and I was invited by a friend, so I joined in. This is like my first or second time on this server. I'm fucking struggling to get up and going, and I got raided by Cold's Moody. I got raided by a guy named Cold's Moody, which he averages 500-600 people in his stream at a time.
Nice.
Like, it's insane. Well, he brings in like 300 or 400 when he raids me, just out of the fucking blue. Never even heard of this guy at this point. I went from, at the time, I had like 120 followers.
Mm-hmm.
This is very early on in my streaming career.
Mm-hmm.
And I went from 120 to 280.
That's so crazy,
that
dude.
night. That is insane to jump that much at that low of a number. But then the next day when I looked, I didn't have 280 followers.
No.
I had 160.
Yeah.
Because a lot of those people, and this isn't anything against, I appreciate everything that happened that night.
No,
it was fucking amazing.
Yeah, and it's not anything against the people who unfollowed either. Like, we get it. It's like hype, holy shit, like, we're going on a raid. And especially when it's a smaller streamer from what you're rating, then Everybody wants to fucking be hype and excited for you and like make it crazy and see your reaction and stuff like that. It's totally fine. And it's a-okay if you have to unfollow after or want to unfollow after.
Yeah. If it's not your thing,
Yeah,
totally understand.
exactly.
But I know for a fact that some people, what they do is they'll click the follow button, and as soon as the alert comes up, they click it again.
Damn. That's fucking
I,
savage.
it's savage as fuck. But I mean, like if all you're wanting, because I mean, who knows? Coles Moody might have been recording that for a fucking YouTube video
Right,
or
for a
something.
YouTube video.
So
Yeah, who
so
knows?
cool. Your name pops up in his video. If that's
Yep.
what you want, cool. And I don't mean this in a mean way, but if you don't want to follow me, then I don't want you to follow me.
Right. Yeah, no, of course.
So I don't mean that, I'm not trying to be harsh or negative or whatever you want to say, but like if you don't want to be here, I don't want you here. It's one
No,
of
yeah.
those type of.
Because I mean, there's not really any point. Like that's the thing. Like when I follow after raids, sometimes I feel bad because like there's straight up people right now on my live thing. I'm looking at it who I don't think I've ever gone back to their stream after a raid, but I'm still following. And follow count versus like people who are actually in your stream all the time. The follow count is nothing, dude.
Yeah.
It's nothing. Like honestly.
Follow count means absolutely shit
Hmm.
if your average viewership isn't at least, we'll say, a tenth.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you can have 1.5 million followers, but if your viewership is only like 300,
Hmm.
I mean,
You gotta change some shit up.
yeah, you got to do something different.
Oh, you know what? I just remembered. I'm really bad at fucking like I think of things. See, this is taking too long. I know that I'm talking too much because I'm already doing the thing where I'm like, "Oh fuck, I should have said this." It was when I was talking about the like variety streamer stuff and how I did police sim.
Hmm.
So, and tabs. I've done tabs as well. And my big goal, oh, another content creator. Hold on. I'm going to wrap it together. Is like Markiplier.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any content creator alive who isn't like, fuck yeah, I want to be like Markiplier. But his shit is so cool because he does all this extra stuff and things that he loves and, like makes these little shorts and like these interactive YouTube things, and all this crazy shit.
Hmm.
But it's because it's Markiplier that I click on it. It doesn't have anything to do with what he's playing. Like he plays all these like shitty, like small games or like scuffed ass games or like gas station sim. I played gas station sim and power wash sim because it was the kind of shit that I like. And I saw Markiplier do it, and I was like, oh, fuck yeah, dude! I want to do that. I want to be like, I want to stream simulator games and like do dumb stuff that I enjoy, and I want people to watch it because they think that I'm entertaining. So
Yes.
I went on this rant on my stream one time. And I actually do have a project in the works that kind of has something to do with this.
Mhm.
But I had a couple people who were like, yeah, I came in during this random ass thing that you did one time and I'm still here. And I was like, oh my God, I'm doing it. I was like, holy shit, I'm famous. Like, it was the best feeling ever because I have somebody who comes into my chat who's still in my community, who stops in when he can, which is the other thing, like don't ever apologize for not being in chat at some point for like an extended amount of time. Like it doesn't, like, this is extra. Like you coming in to see me is extra. And it's awesome that you use extra time to come see me, but it doesn't have to be every single extra moment of your life,
Yeah.
But he still comes in, and he came from the police sim days, and I was like, holy fuck, dude, that's amazing, dude. Like that just it makes me feel so good when that is your goal, to be the content of your stream, and then it works. Like you
Yeah.
retain somebody from one random ass game that you played months ago and haven't picked up again, and they're still there. Like, Jesus, bricked up, baby, bricked up. But anyway, yeah. So like my inspirations are people that are like that, like that can do the stuff that they want to do, kind of be unapologetically them.
Yeah.
But Game Pass, when he was doing his snack tier list, started a ton of controversy. It was like like fake drama, fake Twitter drama, which was my shit because I do like drama. Everybody likes reality TV. You know what I mean? Because it's stupid, and it's just like, oh my God. Like I love this. It's so ridiculous, and I want to be engrossed in it. And it's super toxic. It's a shared toxic trait that all of humanity has. But this was fake, which made it better because it's not. You don't actually have to be mad about it.
Right.
But it was snack foods, which everyone has a passion for. But he fucked it up. And he posted on Twitter and he was like, anyone who wants to come, like state their case against these snacks, like you guys can't even be fucking mad about where they are because you weren't there to place them. And he did this whole like beef video and it was fucking great. And so
Oh
I
my
was like, you
God.
know what? Fuck it. Let's go. So I went into Game Pass's stream. I got in his Discord. These are all steps. Everything that I'm saying past I went to Game Pass's stream are all steps that were scary for me. So I got into his Discord. I went into a random voice chat with people who I didn't know. Some of them I knew their names from Twitch. Like that was even scarier, but I've never talked to them or even been in their streams. And I fucking sat in there with them, had a conversation, went on Game Pass's stream, did my little thing, came back into the waiting room and stayed there for like the rest of the night and just hung out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And all of that was like all of that. And that was one night. Was just a ton of these fucking hurdles and got out of my comfort zone and like went in here and talked to these random people. And there's still some of them just from that voice chat who we still, communicate or interact on Twitch and Twitter and all kinds of stuff. And a couple of them that I've been in stuff with after the fact. And I don't really know where I've gotten collabs from, because I've done a couple collabs recently and I don't know where exactly, because some of them were from the Game Pass-esque era and some of them are from other stuff that I've talked in chats and stuff. And I got those collabs because I did that voice chat thing, regardless of if they were from the voice chat directly or not. That was what started me getting out of that comfort zone and actually taking the next step in networking, which was actually physically talking to people. Because it seems like, I'm this fucking social butterfly who doesn't have social anxieties and, is open to talk to random people and stuff. And even when I'm out, like IRL in public, I'm like that. In customer service, which is what I mainly worked in, I'm like that. But I'm an extroverted introvert. So I have a ton of social anxiety. I just mask it really well. But yeah, so I will say big ups to GPD, Game Pass Dad on Twitch TV. He also never like just forgot about me. Like I was in that stream and normally like, okay, yeah, thanks for being my content. Bye. Like he still interacts with me now, and interacted me on Twitter and he messaged me to come back for the next thing that he was doing with the snack tier list, So that was really cool because he's bigger than me. He's not like, 2.k viewers every night, but 2.k.
I mean,
he's not
I
like,
was
you know what
following.
I mean.
I
You
was
know what I
following.
mean. But like, he's not sitting like way up there, which I think he should be because he's fucking funny. He's a legitimate stand-up comedian, by the way. But he's not way up there. But to me, holding 20 plus a night, is big. Holding 30, like that's big because I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
But, it was just cool that somebody who is bigger than me and like, has clout, as one would say, wasn't just like, okay, thanks for being my content, now fuck off, and let me on their stream, and did all this stuff and shouted me out in the chat. Like it was just, it's a really cool experience and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, now that I technically said the whole script of B movie for that one answer, what else do you got for me, Jay?
Well, we have question number 12, which is, what is your most prized possession?
Ooh.
Other than your kid.
Okay, thank you. So I don't have to say it now. My brain. No, I'm kidding.
The most wrinkles.
All the fucking wrinkles. Gray matter? Fucking tons of it, baby. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's my beautiful PC that I'm looking in the eyes right now.
Oh.
She says hello.
I bet she's beautiful.
She's so pretty. I'm a fucking sucker, dude, for RGBs, by the way. They make RGB RAM sticks because of me, because they know I'll buy them. I don't have them. because I have RAM in there already, and I didn't know about the RGB RAM until after the fact.
Mhm.
But I do want some.
I see. We differ very much there.
Yeah, I
So,
just like the flashy stuff, dude.
I built my own PC. I picked out every single part myself, researched
Mhm.
for months
Yeah,
to get the right things. There are 6 fans in it. Only 4 of them light up, and I have the most basic color on there. I just,
they're hurting my heart.
I
I actually need another fan.
like my keyboard and mouse. They both have RGB.
Hmm.
They're just blue.
Okay, mine are rainbow and they're moving.
Nope. Static color. I go anytime I get a new piece of hardware that has RGB, I go into it. Static color, blue.
Immediately.
That's it.
My mouse is just red. I think there's a way to change it, but I need to read the manual. I'm very upset about it. My keyboard though is fucking it's rainbow and it runs across. Like it just moves. Like all the lights move down.
I can't do that. It's too distracting.
See, my husband's like that. I want his keyboard because his keyboard has even more settings for lights. I'm like, do you want to trade?
And this isn't just PC. Like this is across my entire life. I'm very
Mhm.
much a function over form type of person.
Yeah, my Stream Deck has all its buttons are moving right now. It's like all flashy.
Yeah, I have the basic fucking pictures on my Stream Deck. Like none of it is customized. It is just it works.
I want more,
And
actually.
there are some very complicated things that my Stream Deck can do,
Yeah,
but it's not customized.
mine does fancy stuff, but I have cool buttons. So technically, I think it's mine's better,
I mean, that's
actually.
that's just like your opinion, man.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for lights. I can't help it. I wish I wasn't, because like obviously power consumption and everything. Like I have the Quadcast, I have the HyperX Quadcast, and I
Mhm.
wanted the HyperX Quadcast S because it has RGB. My current mic is only red. Um, but it was like $100 more, and literally the only difference is the RGBs.
Mhm.
So I wasn't mad. And you know what's fucked up though? I asked for this mic for Christmas, and that's how I got it. It was a present, but I still wouldn't ask for the $100 extra mic. I could have. Not guaranteed that I would have got it, I guess, but
You need to step up to some XLR.
I want, you know what I want real bad?
Mhm.
I want the fucking Go XLR. I want an Elgato Wave 3, and I want an Elgato face cam. Real
No,
fucking
no,
bad.
don't go with the Wave 3. Look,
Really?
look, I'm gonna tell you a hack right now.
Okay.
That this is a stream hack.
Tell it to me.
The Elgato Wave XLR.
Okay.
Amazing interface, fully digital. Like there's a dial and a touch sensitive button on it. That's the only thing that's on it. Everything else is in software. Then you get yourself the Rode Pod mic,
Okay.
$100 microphone, just damn near on par with the SM7B.
Okay.
And that's the setup that I have right now.
I mean, it does sound good. Like, I'm not gonna lie to
Sounds
you.
amazing. And Elgato just a couple months ago released their SVT plugins. So
Mm.
in your Elgato software for your interface, all of your filters are
Hmm.
right there. So
Damn.
no more doing it through OBS, no more
Yeah, because
doing
all
it
my
in
filters
Discord.
are on my streaming software.
Yep.
So
All
like
mine.
through Discord, it sounds like shit. To be fair though, Discord's fucking but like I don't fuck. I know techie words, but I forget techie words a lot. But their audio shit
Oh,
is
their
so
compression
fucked up.
software?
Yes.
Their compression software is actually one of the best out there.
What?
It is. But their noise canceling software is
Yeah.
bottom barrel.
The noise canceling is trash, and if you have it turned on, your mic just turns into a fucking toaster, and it
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah. But see,
But
that's
then I'll go through because I'm poor, and I have the voice meter on my computer so that I can do stuff that I could do with an XLR, obviously, which
yeah.
is the goal. But I don't have it, so I have the voice meter. It's
But see,
okay.
that's what I'm saying. First off, I fucking hate voice meter because I can't get it to work right.
Oh yeah. No,
This
yeah.
is
This is
why
the third time, and I finally figured it out, and it's been okay for a while.
I tried 12 times to get it set up. I watched so many hours of YouTube videos for people
Yeah.
telling me exactly how to set it up. Couldn't get it to fucking work. I don't know what the
But when
problem was.
I have it like through Discord. Oh, I guess I could have done it in this. It might have actually worked. Fuck. But through Discord, if I have my mic set up for my voice meter source,
Hmm.
it just fucking destroys it. It makes it like staticky and terrible, and it doesn't matter what buttons I press, it makes it sound like I'm talking through a paper bag. It's fucking bad.
That's why you use the stream hack.
Yeah,
This
no, I
this
mean
is
you're
so
not
simple.
wrong.
Because look, $100 for the microphone, 160, 170 for the Wave XLR,
Yeah.
and then you get you a $40 mic stand, a little boom arm stand,
Hmm.
and you're done. My
Yeah.
voice sounds like this in everything that I talk in.
Yeah.
Discord, fucking Skype, if people still use that.
I don't know.
When
We're
we're
old.
recording here, playing in games, like I hop in Call of Duty where all of my friends are using fucking headset mics.
Not the headset, not the Xbox headset.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh my god, Jay, what headset are you using?" I'm like, I'm not talking to you through my headset. I'm talking to you. I have professional shit.
Yeah, it's funny when you get on there with like kids, like in any game, like even my little HyperX, right? They're like, "Are you a streamer?" Like I don't have TTV in my name anymore, and they're like, "Are you a streamer?" I'm like, "Yes." Why? They're like, "Your mic sounds really good." I'm like, thank you.
Yeah, I get it all the time. But no, the one that I get that hurts a lot
Hmm.
because my voice is so deep is
Yeah.
I'll get into Xbox and I'll start talking trash, and you get these kids who are like, "Oh my god, you sound so old. What are you, 30?"
Oh.
Okay, first off, ow, I'm 35.
Okay.
Second
Rude.
second off, go back to fucking school, you little shit.
Just because my balls have already dropped, so
Yeah, just because 2 of your ages ago my balls dropped, you can go fuck yourself.
fucking kids, dude.
But what really pisses me off is we have a 12-year-old that we play with sometimes.
Hmm.
Like we met him through his dad. We played a lot of games with his dad, but then he started bringing his son in. This kid's 12.
Okay.
He
Is he
mo-
better?
he moves like he's a fucking uh, he moves like he's on crack. I swear to
Yeah.
God, it's just constant left right. He's just checking every damn corner, just running through houses and shit. And he wipes the floor with us every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. It's that what do they call it? It's like Twitch movement shooters. Like that's what they're doing now.
Yeah,
It's making us all obsolete. And when they took building out of Fortnite, you know that spike was us.
yeah,
I downloaded Fortnite because they were like, no more building. And I was like, bet I'm old. Let's go.
right.
Like, let's shit on some kids, dude.
That might happen soon for me because I have it as a for my I have my subathon coming up
Oh,
Saturday.
fun
Well, it's one of my goals. If I
to
get
play Fortnite.
I can't remember what the number was, but when I get to that number of subs, I'm gonna start playing Fortnite on
Oh
stream.
my God, let's go, dude.
All right, well that'll take us right into question 13: beach vacation or camping trip. Now, I've had to clarify this in the past, so
Okay.
let me give a little bit of information here. So, beach vacation, kind of a given, but sand, ocean, or gulf, or whatever,
Yeah.
sea.
A large body of
Yeah,
water.
large body of water out in front of you on the sand, a beach house or something like that. That's option one. Option two is essentially just further inland, whether that's the mountains, the forests, staying in a cabin or a tent if you prefer, RVing, the whole fucking package. Do you want to go
Okay.
to the shoreline or do you want to go inland?
Right. So like amenities, it can be whatever you want it to be. It's just the setting.
Yes, you have bathrooms, showers. You can stay clean if that's your thing. You can fucking rough it if you want to. On either end.
Yeah. So I will say that my answer is beach. But I also enjoyed when I lived in Washington State because I would go to like the actual, like the big ass fucking walking trails with the huge fucking trees. It was so pretty.
Oh, the rainforests that are isn't
I
isn't
think,
Washington
no,
the
yeah,
one state that has a, or it's like one of two states that has a rainforest in it?
yeah, it's technically a rainforest, but it's like, because you think rainforest, you think tropical.
Yeah,
And
but that's
obviously, Washington is fucking cold. Well,
yeah.
okay, it's not even that cold. People like to say like, "Oh, Seattle, it like rains all the time." When realistically, if you've ever lived, like I live in the South right now. I live in Tennessee, and I think it's per like inch or whatever, like amount.
Hmm.
It rains more here because we literally get like flash floods
Yeah.
and tornadoes
Well, see,
constantly.
the thing about that is I think it rains heavier down here in the South because I do experience that as well.
Yes,
But I think it rains more often
it does.
in Washington.
And it rains more often, but it's not like it's not torrential downpour. Like it's not
Yeah.
the rain that we get here all the time.
Hmm.
It's like and sometimes it's not even like in the city and stuff. It is in the forests, which
Hmm.
is why they're classified as rainforests. Where there's just like rain, like yeah, it's raining, but it's not like everywhere. Like it's like you would look at your daily forecast and every day is like overcast, rain, rain, rain. Like that's not how it was. It was like really fucking pretty.
Yeah.
And I don't do like I have seasonal affective disorder, which whoever named it that, fuck you. Because the acronym is SAD.
Yeah.
Get fucked, dude. Like that's so shitty of you to do that. But like I have that. And so winter months and stuff is really bad for me because I don't like not seeing the sun. Which
Yeah.
is mainly why I would pick beach because I like sun, I like ocean, I like large body of water. I don't like being landlocked in Tennessee. I hate it. So that's why I would pick beach.
Okay. I mean, fair enough. I definitely can identify with that,
Mhm.
even though I'm not a fan of sand. Fuck sand.
Yeah, I don't really like sand either, to be honest.
All right. So, question 14 seems to be a guest favorite
Okay,
because it's so interesting.
I'm ready.
And I really enjoy people's answers to this one. But question 14 is, if you could time travel, where would you go? Now, again, before you answer, a
Mhm.
couple of clarifications. The time machine takes care of all of your needs: food, water, bathrooms, showers, all that stuff. So
Mhm.
if you go to the past where those things don't exist, you have them.
Okay.
The time machine also fixes paradoxes, it fixes chaos theory, all that stuff. So you can't actually change anything, you just get to experience it.
Okay, cool. That's a dope time machine.
Right?
I hope we have one.
It's like a better TARDIS.
Yeah. I wonder if like Elon Musk has one.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Fucking asshole. Okay.
We're not talking about Elon Musk. I'm not going on my rant.
No, it's very rantable. It is a very rantable topic. So here's the part where you guys find out that I'm a troll. I think I might have mentioned it earlier, but I'm half black, so I can't go backwards.
It depends
So
on how far you go, though,
well, yeah. I mean, I guess I could go to the 80s, maybe
and
a
where
little bit.
you go. I mean, I wouldn't if I was you. And it's
Yeah.
very presumptuous of me to say anything like about this. But
We won't cancel you this time.
if I was you, I wouldn't go anywhere in the past, say, 1,000 years, maybe
Yeah.
2,000.
Yeah.
But if you go back, say, if all you're doing is getting to experience things, if you go back to like the building of the pyramids, or
True.
to see the hanging gardens, or something like that.
I mean, to be fair, I might be like regarded as a goddess if I like land correctly.
I mean, this is very true.
I could do that. I could be a goddess.
Show up with the hair, and you
Yeah.
just fucking leg press the first person that you see.
I'm Hercules. Or Heracles, as it's correctly pronounced. Fucking
Yes.
Steelers.
God,
There've been content thieves since before.
the bastardization of names in history is infuriating, and people need to stop.
Stop it, people.
He was named Heracles after his mother,
His not
or
actual
his not
mother,
actual mother, but
because
the
Zeus
wife of
was an
his father.
asshole.
Yeah.
To be fair, like Heracles or Hera tried to kill him because he wasn't actually her son, but
This is true.
you know.
Although I do love the meme. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's Zeus and Hermes from the Disney movie Hercules.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're sitting up on a cloud, and Hermes points at something and goes, "Hey, look at that!" And Zeus goes, "Hey, I'ma fuck it."
That's so very accurate.
It's so historically, or well, mythologically
Well, yeah,
accurate, I
mythologically.
guess.
I don't know. I want that to be real. So that's, I mean, like, isn't that kind of no, okay, whoa, we're not gonna go there. I almost went full religion. I'm not doing it.
We'll steer clear of religion for now,
We'll turn away.
but I am open to discussing it.
Well, I mean, it's not a secret that I am an an atheist
Hmm.
on my stream. Like, people know that. I don't say it like often. It's not, again, it's not my entire personality. You know what I mean? But if I were to believe, and I was agnostic for a while, and a lot of people think agnostic is actually just like maybe it's like a lot of people think agnostic is covering your own ass, that just in case, like Christianity, which would be the main religion, I guess, is what
Hmm.
agnostic would be.
Yeah.
You're not against it, that you're like just on the fence. That's what people think it is.
Yeah.
When in all honesty, agnostic is more like, oh, I believe like in a power, but I don't believe in like organized religion.
Right.
And I don't believe in organized religion. And I am, as douchey as this sounds, I would consider myself spiritual. I know I cringed at myself as well. But if I were to believe in like gods or a god or anything like that, I think the people, because there's still religions now that believe in multiple gods, I think that makes a lot more fucking sense
Yeah.
to me.
I have a much easier time believing that a group of beings, for lack
Yeah.
of a better term, made everything or did
Yeah.
everything than I do of one guy sitting at a fucking workbench going, "No, if I just fucking stick this down there."
Yeah. It would also explain a lot of the fuck ups and stuff, like a lot more.
Yeah.
Have you ever done a group project?
Right? Fuck college. God damn it.
If you ever done a group project, then you understand how it would make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
That there were just a couple people up there going, well, maybe we shouldn't do it like that, and one of them was sleeping, and he's like, last minute, he put the what's that thing called at the end of a paper? Your works cited together.
Yeah.
He
Your
put the works cited page
bibliography.
together. Yeah, and the bibliography. And it's like, well, that's fucked up.
Yeah. What a douche.
Yeah, so it just makes more sense to me. and like the idea of, oh, we're made in his image, like we're made in their image would make more sense, because when you look at like Greek mythology and stuff, they're all super fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it just makes more sense. I mean, I'm not, and again, like we said at the very beginning, legitimately, like I was making a joke when I was fucking with Jay about cow's milk, but like legitimately, I will never shit on you for what you want to believe or do or whatever, as long as you're not shitting on others because of it.
Right.
And even then, I'm not shitting on you for believing in it. I'm shitting on you because you're a shit person.
Yeah.
Shit. How many times can I say it? Shit.
There's only one group of religious people that I will shit on to my dying breath,
Oh, it's getting spicy.
and that's the Westboro Baptist Church.
Okay, yeah, no, fuck those guys.
Fuck those people. You deserve to die.
Fuck them.
It's the
for
only
sure.
people that I'll say that about. I hope you all die horribly. I really do.
Really, fuck those people.
And I won't apologize for that. But I don't think I've ever actually said this publicly, like either on stream or on this podcast. But
Uh-oh.
I consider myself, I'm like torn between atheist and agnostic,
Mhm.
because I guess it's more of the science side because, of course, I believe in
Right.
forces that are out there because there are forces that control the entire world, the entire
Yeah.
universe from a
Yeah.
scientific perspective, and those could be seen as your higher powers.
Right.
But as far as how I actually live my life, and this is probably going to trigger some people, especially my family,
Oh.
by definition, I would probably be considered a Satanist.
Oh, okay. Kind of like the like make yourself happy kind of thing.
Yes, do
Yeah.
good, put good out into the world
Hmm.
and take care of yourself.
Right.
And that is essentially how I live my life. Like that's not me saying anybody who actually knows anything about Satanism. There is
Yeah. You're not
no,
evil.
yeah, there is no fucking devil. Satan is a Christian concept,
Hmm.
but there is no mystical power that controls everything. It's us.
Hmm.
Like if you actually sat down and read, you know, the Satanic Bible, just like
Yeah.
I've read the actual Bible and the Quran.
Why? That's what I was about to say that, dude. It's so important for you to read these texts and think of them. I mean, you can think of them however you want to think of them, I guess, but especially if you're, Christian or Muslim or anything really, I
Hmm.
think it's important to read as many as you can.
Yeah.
Why not? Understand the people that you're going to war against. Okay, well, whoa, reel yourself in. We have
Whoa.
probably four more questions to go. Um,
Six,
but
but I mean,
realistically, yeah.
yeah.
But realistically, I mean, I think it's important to read that kind of stuff because, like what you said, and it's in the Satanism or in Jesus Christ, it's in. Get
Whoa.
it? It's, it's in the Satanic Bible along with almost every single other text that could be considered scripture or whatever. The golden rule is in all of them.
Yeah.
Treat people how you want to be treated. The end.
Which,
Don't be a dick.
by the way, to all of you super duper Christians who think that your religion is the only correct one, the difference between your religion and Judaism, Jewish people,
Uh-huh.
is that the New Testament didn't happen.
Yeah.
And the difference between your religion and Islam
Mm-hmm.
is that Jesus is a prophet and not the Son of God.
Yeah, that's literally the only
Those
difference.
are your fucking differences. That's what you're fighting about.
Yeah, constantly. Stop it.
So there's that tidbit of information. Hope you enjoy it. All right, moving on to the next question.
Would you ask me if I wanted to live on a beach?
Oh no, that was the time travel question.
Oh yeah, okay. I do pick future, by the way. I still pick future, even though I could potentially be a goddess. But I want to fucking meet aliens, and I think it's real shitty that it's not gonna happen in my lifetime.
Oh my god, yes, agreed so much. I just want the
I
little
just
gray
want to
people to
see.
come visit.
Yeah, I
I
just want
want
to
to poke them
see.
in the forehead.
Would you? Okay, here's a question for you. Ooh, turn the tables.
Ooh.
Aside, obviously we're both in committed relationships. Aside from that, would you fuck an alien?
I would make my wife sit there and watch me fucking alien.
It's for science,
I'm
honey.
like, baby, look, I need a witness. Somebody's got to hold the video camera. This is happening. Just fucking take it.
Does it matter like at all? Like what they look like, like we have the idea, and there's plenty of ways that you can do it, but we like to make them human-esque. You know what I mean?
Look,
But what if
I already
like
know
it was
where you're.
something crazy?
I already know where you're going with this, and I'm just going
Hmm.
to answer this in. I'm going to answer a different question to answer this one,
Okay.
which is just the simple phrase: I watch anime.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right.
If you know, you know.
If you know,
But
you
that's
know.
my answer.
Okay. Check. Yeah, so moving on to question. I'm just kidding. I'm taking over.
I mean, I'll send you the list. Make my job easy. But no. So moving on to question 15, which is our only question that has a correct answer.
Mm,
So Savage Alley Cat,
okay.
how do you like your steak cooked?
Oh, I'm yeah, it's good. Play directly into my troll trap.
Oh God.
I'm a vegan.
Fuck! How did I not think of that? How did I not
Got
consider that?
him. Wow, 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 wow.
So how do you like your mushrooms cooked? I don't know. What do
Fucking
vegans
good.
eat? I know it's
No,
like,
we do mushroom steaks, legit mushroom steaks, and
hold on, wait. We can't just skip over that. So mushroom steaks are a thing? That sounds
yeah,
fucking delicious.
they are so good.
Oh,
And see, that's the thing is like
I'm a
I don't.
huge,
You eat
huge
meat,
mushroom fan.
obviously, but
Yeah.
like do meatless Mondays one day and kind of venture out into that kind of area because I'm not like don't eat meat because animal rights. That's like part like minusculely part of the reason that I'm a vegan.
No, no,
And
okay.
it doesn't have to do with me yelling at people about being a fucking vegan. Trust me, I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy, pal.
Right.
But mushroom steaks, dude,
That just
so
sounds
good.
so good.
There's also cauliflower steaks, which done correctly, oh my god, so good.
Okay, just to throw this out there. I
Yes,
am a little bit of not a little bit. I am a snob about how you cook a steak because
that's fine.
there is a fucking proper way to do it.
There is, and hold on before you answer, because I obviously was not born a vegan.
Right.
I order when I did medium rare because I don't trust kitchen staff to cook my steak rare.
Fair enough.
See?
I actually feel the same way. I would prefer blue rare to rare
Yes.
if they would do it right, but they
Yeah,
don't.
and I get it because literally kitchen, like the way that kitchens are set up, it's not gonna fucking work.
Yeah, no.
To be fair though, when you order well or well done, God forbid, ugh, disgusting. First of all, second
Yeah.
of all, you're also fucking the kitchen when you do that.
Yeah.
So just so you know,
You are disgracing the kitchen gods. You
yeah,
should be shamed.
not only are you really messing up the flow of the kitchen itself, but you're also just disgusting.
But to go back what I was saying, like I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, meat. I'm just fucking carnivore. All I want is
Right,
steak and
right.
potatoes. While I do love meat,
Sure.
I also enjoy other things. Like there have been plenty of times where I go to Burger King and order an Impossible Whopper, just
Honestly,
fucking because
those Impossible patties are good. Now, I obviously
they
it's
are
still
pretty
Burger
good.
King,
Yeah,
but Impossible burgers, like Impossible, you can get them, at the store. Obviously, make them your own at your house.
yeah.
Super good,
Hmm.
crazy good. Not good for you. Very good.
Yeah. But I used to work at a grocery store. It was one of
Oh,
those
cool.
like not Whole Foods, but kind of like that.
Yeah,
It was kind of hipster-ish and blah blah blah. But
we have a Sprouts here. Is that what you're talking about?
no, I'm trying
Oh,
to think of the name of it. It was World something, not World Market.
oh,
It might have been World
oh!
Market.
I like World Market. That's a fun place to go.
I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. But I worked in the deli where like we would actually make full dishes of stuff like and
Hmm.
serve it out for people to come get a pound of whatever. And we would make chicken salad, and then we would also make a vegan chicken salad,
Ooh,
which had vegan mayonnaise and celery and some fruits in it.
yeah.
But they used these soy-based nuggets instead of
Mm.
chicken. So you would
Hmm.
cook these little nuggets and then shred them to make the quote unquote chicken product for the chicken salad.
Right,
Those nuggets were so fucking good.
dude. I
Like
know, right?
I would literally and my fat ass is working in a fucking kitchen that's just stocked with these things. So when we
Oh
cook,
fuck, I'd be fucked up, dude. I'd need to go home. I'd be sick. I'd
and
be like, okay, I gotta go.
this isn't like cook to order. We're making batches of like 50 pounds of these things and just throwing them in the cooler for a little while. And then when they go out, we reheat them and they go out and do their thing. Because they sold like the nuggets themselves and then they sold them in a salad. So like any time that I had to go into the cooler, they can't fucking fire me now. I can say this, but anytime I went in that cooler, I was grabbing one of them nuggets. If
Dude.
I needed to go grab some vegetables or something for whatever I'm making, or just to go cool off for a couple minutes because I'm working in a fucking kitchen,
Yeah.
grab a nugget
That
every
sounds
fucking time.
they're so good, aren't they?
Yes, oh my god,
Isn't it crazy?
it's amazing.
It's crazy what science has done.
But yeah, but to say that, I feel like we're kind of on the same page. Like, yes, I do eat meat. I'm
Right.
not like a huge meat snob where that's all I eat, but I do eat it. but I definitely don't hate on anybody who doesn't like that. I have family
Yeah.
members who are vegetarians and who are vegans, and it's
I think it always comes down back to, if not simplistically, the golden rule of just like, they're doing it and you don't have to. So why are you mad?
yeah,
Now, I will say again, there are vegans that give us a fucking bad name, like the vegan teacher on TikTok. Everybody brings her up. And like, I'm not an asshole who's going to yell at you about, eating fucking cows. Like, my thing, and I don't think I've talked about this very often because people don't ask, because I try not to bring up the vegan thing because I don't want to be that guy.
right.
But my thing has a lot more to do with my personal health and also the fact that cows are shitting out greenhouse gases.
I mean, I can't argue that.
Yeah,
This is
and
why
again,
I'm trying to eat as many as I can, Savage. I
yeah,
can only do
yeah,
so much.
you're just producing more of them. No, but like legitimately, my thing is like, when keto came out and shit, people were like, I'm eating the caveman diet. They were just eating like tons of meat. And I was like, where the fuck do you think cavemen were getting this many meat sources
Yeah,
every day?
yeah.
That's crazy. Now, what I do
Go eat a
believe,
bowl of fruit and a couple of fucking
yeah, go
rutabagas.
munch on grass. Now you're eating the caveman
Yeah.
diet. But legit, fucking gorillas don't eat meat. Those motherfuckers are big and terrifying. You don't need it.
Yeah.
You definitely don't need as much as we eat.
No.
It was so hard moving away from it because there's breakfast meats, there's lunch meats, there's dinner meats. Fuck, you could probably find goddamn dessert meats. You know what? I know you can.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop you right there with a sweet and spicy beef jerky.
Yeah.
That is dessert meat.
That is a dessert meat. There's literally bacon on donuts. You know what I mean? Like,
whoa, I just got hungry again. Why do you keep doing that?
I'm sorry. But like legitimately, what I would like to get back to is eating, and this is gonna sound even douchier than when I said I was spiritual and when I said I was vegan. I would like to get to a point where I'm eating opportunistically omnivore.
Okay.
I coined the phrase. I'm going to make millions. I'm going to make really douchey videos on YouTube and sell a pyramid scheme type diet plan.
Mm-hmm.
So please don't take it. But, but like, that's more what I feel like the human body at a high functioning point should eat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it shouldn't be meat 24/7. And I will say the big thing about it is the availability, obviously, and also just how, fuck, I hate when I forget words so much. I hate it so much. The availability and how convenient it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because to eat X amount of macros, your fats, your carbs, your proteins,
right,
through vegetable sources, through plant sources and stuff like that, you have to eat a ton more, like a lot more. Like your servings are much bigger.
Yeah.
For me, you're eating 6 to 8 ounces, 4 in some cases, but normally about 6 to 8 ounces will get you a good amount of protein and sometimes fats,
Mm-hmm.
depending on what you're eating per meal. And that's it. That's really all you need. And then obviously, you need carbs and vegetables for your vitamins and shit like that to make a good balanced meal.
Mm-hmm.
It's less. And the cooking time, well, actually, to be fair, the cooking time is longer because I can straight up just eat a potato. You know what I mean? I mean, you shouldn't. It's gross.
Yeah,
but like,
don't do that. It's bad.
You can grab, raw broccoli and just eat a whole fucking head of broccoli, just sit on your couch. I mean, it's weird, but like, it's possible. You can't grab a steak out of the fridge and fucking gnaw on that. You can, but again,
it's not
don't
good.
do that. Don't do that.
I will say one of my favorite snacks to just sit there and I could eat way more than I really ever fucking should have.
Mm-hmm.
That is celery and peanut butter.
Oh, so good. A classic.
And just like, I use the celery as a spoon. Like when
Mm-hmm.
I do this, I will buy my own small jar of peanut butter because my wife hates it when I do this. But I will sit there and use the fucking celery as a spoon, an edible spoon, and literally
it's like
just
a little boat.
scoop, chomp, scoop, chomp, scoop, chomp.
Yeah, now I'm hungry. You finally piqued my vegan hunger. No, yeah. But yeah, I'm glad that I got to get you on that. And definitely try mushroom sticks. They're so goddamn good.
Oh, I'm looking for them. I swear. I'm trying to find them wherever I
Yeah,
can.
you just get like, like the big portobello, like the big caps.
Yes.
Get those and then use, do you like Worcestershire?
Oh yeah.
Worcestershire?
Worcestershire.
Honestly, you just marinate them like you would like the night before for a regular steak, except you don't need that much time because it's a mushroom, so it's
Oh,
obviously going to absorb it. And honestly, kind of just cook it like a steak. You can put it in the oven,
okay.
or you can just, sear it. It's
Hmm.
a mushroom, so you don't have to cook it through, There's
Yeah.
no rare or, too rare or well, I mean there is well done. You could definitely burn the mushroom, but
Yeah.
like you just
And
on both
honestly,
sides.
there also is rare. You just don't cook it.
Yeah, true.
It's just a
But
mushroom
neither one of
still.
those is gonna hurt you, I think is the best part about eating
No.
vegetables.
Well, not with the portobello mushroom.
No, not with a portobello mushroom.
All right. Well, getting off of that controversy and leading
Mhm.
right into some more.
The next one, let's go. Cancel me.
Question 16. iPhone or Android?
It's iPhone for me, but again, I don't care. Like I have an iPhone. Like I've always had an iPhone.
Hmm.
Actually, when I was a kid, like when I was first getting my cell phones, right? And I say cell phones because my grandfather really likes eBay,
Hmm.
and he got me like this Japanese ripoff. And the only reason I know that it was Japanese was because there were literal like apps and things in my settings that could not be changed to English, and they were just Japanese characters. And I Googled it um because I wanted to know what the fuck it was.
Hmm.
And it also had an antenna. Like you could like there was an antenna like you pulled out
Yeah.
and like stuck it up, and it was like a TV, like it was a TV app that you used it for. And I didn't none of it worked. It was like a rip off of an iPhone. Like it was shaped like the old iPhones that were like thick. Like it
Yeah.
kind of looked like an old iPod.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like a thick one. It was fun. But anyway, past like that and when I had a Razor because I was a cool kid.
Yeah.
Um I've had iPhones and I use an iPad. So I mean it just, I don't really care which one you use, but I'm an iPhone person.
Okay. Fair enough.
Mhm.
I mean, I've said it a couple of times now, but it really doesn't matter, especially nowadays with the
Right.
current offerings from both companies. It doesn't matter which one you fucking pick.
No.
Like the serious distinction between the two is if you want customizability, you go Android. If you want it to just fucking work and be simple to interface with, it's iPhone.
Yeah, fair
Like
enough.
that's. But I know a lot of people actually care about that type
I
of shit.
know, right? I have much more things to care about, much more passionately.
Yeah, there are bigger problems in the world.
But I get it if you want something that's simple to just be angry about. You know what? I understand that.
Yeah,
It's almost like a burner anger, As long as you actually care about a couple of things that are important, then that's fine. Have your little iPhone Android fight in the background if you just need something that's simple.
yeah. If you're literally just looking for something to troll people on Twitter or
Mhm, mhm,
Reddit, like yeah,
mhm.
go for it. All right, now to something that is much more important, something that actually fucking matters.
Okay.
Question 17. Top 3 video games of all time.
Wow. Loaded. Loaded question. Could have warned me a little bit more, I think.
No, no, we're going for broke here.
Okay.
I
Well,
want all the smoke.
this is the juicy information.
Hmm.
100%. And don't I'm not gonna fire these out like crazy because that's a really like that's actually a difficult question. Um but 100%, no questions asked, fucking KOTOR. Knights of the Old Republic,
Hmm.
fucking S tier game. Fight me if you will.
I don't,
Um
I don't think anybody would. I don't think anybody would
yeah,
argue that. It is
if they
definitely a
stepped
solid
to
game.
me though, I would knock them down with Force Lightning easily. Because I know
Ooh.
that. I know how to use Force Lightning, so don't fucking come to me.
Get fucked, pleb.
Yeah, definitely Knights of the Old Republic. It's just a good game. And it brings back a lot of like really good memories. One of the first and not the first, but one of the firsts that like I played just like on me time,
Hmm.
because my dad was a gamer growing up. So we had like every fucking system. I've played Genesis, I've played, just Sega.
Hmm.
I've played Dreamcast, N64, all that good shit. Um I played an Atari back in the day. I also played on when computers, the actual monitor used to be 17 feet thick,
Yeah.
like 2 C's thick.
Yeah.
And I got on some Oregon Trail.
The old CRT monitors.
Oh, yeah. With that slight green tint.
Yeah. Some of them it wasn't fucking slight.
Yeah, that was my cell phone. My very first cell phone looked like that, actually.
Hmm.
My cell phone had that fucking green color to everything. It was weird.
That
But
original Game Boy screen.
oh yeah, the Game Boys, dude. I miss Game Boy. I want a Switch, but they're like, $1,700 fucking dollars. Um they're actually they're decently affordable. I just can't afford anything right now. But I want to switch just because the fucking Game Boy, man. I remember getting one for Christmas.
Hmm.
That was one of my Christmas presents, and dude, that was a time. That was a
Yeah.
time to be alive.
Oh yeah. It's a good one.
But aside from my stalling, I'd say it's just really fucking hard to pick between a couple things. Like I think I just bit myself with a nostalgia bug. Because now I'm thinking of all these games that I used to play.
Hmm.
But like a game that stands up against time. I mean, to be fair, I could play KOTOR right now, and if that remake is real, dude, that's all I'll be streaming. I just want everybody to know that.
I'm fucking here for it. Like,
I fucking love KOTOR, but Borderlands, the whole series, I do have a sweet spot. I fucking love Borderlands. Borderlands 2, objectively the best. So I'll put it on the list. But that's not to say that I don't actually like Borderlands. I like Borderlands 3.
yeah.
A lot of people were like, blah, 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 blah. But I don't know. I liked Borderlands 3. Again, try and fight me, but I do have Force Lightning.
It was a good game. I mean,
It was a good game.
can't argue it.
Yeah. It's kind of like, well, we just brought up the Star Wars thing, but I'm fine. Like, I just enjoy the world. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's possible to shit on it. Just like the Boba Fett, like I watched all of oh wow, fake fan. I watched all of The Mandalorian, which was dope as hell.
Yeah.
I have a Boba Fett tattoo on my thigh. Like it's the Boba Fett helmet and it has the like American traditional style roses around it and also like the Sarlacc tentacles
Oh, nice.
are coming around it. It's really dope. I fucking love that tattoo. And I want a Mando tattoo on my right thigh. And I want the same thing. Like I want like the Mando helmet and traditional. I'll probably go roses still. I might do like peonies or something, but I'll probably do roses. But I was waiting to see how Mando died. Because that's why the Sarlacc tentacles are on the Boba one.
Right.
Has it been long enough? Probably not. Spoilers
For
for the Boba Fett show.
I think it's been long enough. It's been out for a couple of months.
And it's kind of fucking obvious, right? Well, if you've seen Mando, you know.
Yeah.
He's not dead.
Yeah.
They made a whole show about it. I mean, I think it's fucking obvious, but
Yeah.
he's not dead from the Sarlacc pit. And I have the goddamn Sarlacc tentacles on there because I was like, oh, that's how he died. So now I guess it doesn't matter what's around Mando.
Well, no, because that's still a very big event in
You're
his
right.
life.
It was a big thing. It was a big thing.
Which, by the way, mini rant,
Mm-hmm.
the Boba Fett series
Mm-hmm.
is just Mandalorian 1.5.
I know,
That's
dude. That
all
hurt.
it fucking is.
That hurt. And like I was saying earlier, I still enjoyed the series.
Yeah.
And the Raiders part, dude, holy fuck.
Yeah.
More of that?
That was fucking... I will say that was a part that I enjoyed.
Yeah, that was cool as hell. But like, you could have done more of that. Like, just, I don't know. And I know that they're probably always planning for it to basically be a catalyst to move on to the next part of Mando.
Yeah.
And I think that was like pretty obvious when they announced it because of the timing, but it still was disappointing because Boba Fett's fucking dope.
I feel like they softened him so much.
Yeah.
For the first half of the season. It's just,
yeah.
I don't feel like Boba Fett was done justice with the Boba Fett series. We'll just leave it at that.
The actor, dude. I love the actor.
Oh, he's amazing.
I feel like they stifled him, you know? I
Yeah.
don't know. But yeah. Anyway, so Borderlands 2. That's the second one. And I talked about Star Wars for at least an hour just now. But it's my fandom.
We don't have ADD. You have ADD.
Yeah, suck it. You haven't even finished listening to the episode yet, and you're probably gone. So so my third one on the same nostalgia train, and if you guys didn't know that I was clearly fucking stalling that entire time, that's what I was doing. So that's how I came up with this answer. On the nostalgia train, this one's like a weird one, and it really doesn't have much to do with the gameplay or anything. It's just one of my favorites because it was the first video game that I ever beat my dad in, and that was Midnight Club Dub Edition.
Oh, that's a big one. That's a good game for
It was a good game.
A big passing of the torch. Like that's
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's a big deal.
that's fucking memorable. Like that's something you never lose.
And I'm not a racing game person. Like, and for a bit there, like right after that, like it was almost became my personality because I was like, I'm actually really fucking good at racing. Like take me, like if I went to a fucking go-karts lap or whatever, like a little go-kart thing.
Yeah.
I'd be taking them inside corners, baby. Like I thought I was a fucking monster for a while.
Gotta hit that apex, accelerate out.
Mm-hmm. You gotta drift, dude. You gotta drift and you gotta shit. I forgot the word.
Yep. See, I was a racing game guy back like my early gaming days, like that middle ground between like PlayStation 2, Xbox 360 when, in that era.
Yeah.
For me, it was all racing games, whether, the Midnight Club series, even when GTA come out, all I would do is just do fucking races.
Damn, GTA San Andreas, dude.
Yeah, San Andreas.
Even you got that fucking packaging and you took out the inserts. Kids, you guys don't know about this, but we used to get physical video games.
Look, anybody who watches my stream, if you look on the wall directly, right where the camera's pointed, just above my head, there's a big map.
You have it on the wall?
So I have Skyrim on the wall. It's fucking framed in a poster frame. But it's there, and that came with the 2011 release of Skyrim because I bought that fucking game on 11/11/11 when it was released.
Hell yeah, dude! I was at a release. I was in the release line for that too.
If that'll tell you, one, how old I am, and two, one of the games that's on my top 3 of all time.
Fair.
That map stays on my fucking wall, and it's been there. Not that wall, but it's been on a wall in a home that I've been in since 2011.
That's dope as hell.
So.
Yeah, I think that Skyrim is like one of those objectively just obviously a fucking amazing game.
Yeah, I have so many memories of it. Like, again, my wife is a huge gamer, just like me.
Oh hell yeah!
And we would spend hours, like we would use that fucking map hanging on the fucking wall. Like literally I'd be like, all right, I need to go to this place. Where the fuck is that? And she'd literally just go to the map and okay, it's right here, you're gonna go this way. And
that's so cool.
She'd fucking find it for me. I'd just ping it on the fucking map and go to it. Like,
yeah, San Andreas had the map too. Like, that was my thing. I got that for Christmas one year.
So did
GTA San Andreas.
I hate that I lost this, but I had one for Vice City when it came out.
Oh, nice.
And it fucking disappeared through time.
That's upsetting.
It very much so.
Yeah. Me and my husband actually played Call of Duty when we were like, I used to actually be into Call of Duty. Like I used to be into shooter games quite a bit, just because of my dad, because we played Halo, when I was a kid.
Right.
And we used to play Call of Duty like for an ungodly amount of time. Like I'm pretty sure we just completely transformed into mouth breathing, Cheeto eating guys. Like I think I also possibly was a dude at that point.
Whoa.
Yeah, maybe. I don't really know. I don't remember. It was fucking Gatorade fueled evenings. But yeah, we used to play fucking Call of Duty back in the day. That was really fun.
Yeah.
And now we have a kid, so we still love each other but from a distance,
Understandable. Yeah. All right. Well, let's go on to question number 18.
Let's do it.
It's our last silly question of the series. Is cereal soup?
Yes, it is. And I will take no further questions.
Understood. Question 19. I like it. Short, sweet, to the point.
It's a fact.
Solid answer. Get over it. So, question 19. Possibly the deepest question on the list.
Uh-oh.
What is something you wish you could leave behind when you're gone?
Oh, that is like that's like a legitimate emotional hit, and it was not expected.
Yeah, it's been hitting a lot of people. I like to think it's a solid question.
It is a solid question.
To really make you think about, one, how you live your life, and two, like how you want to be remembered.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I think that's like there's two sides to the coin. Like obviously, I want to be able to provide some sort of, physical stability for my kids, my grandkid, like whoever it is, family, even if it's just a really close friend who needs it. Like if there's a possibility of physical stability, house, a crazy savings account, or like something just, obviously physical that will help you make life easier. Like that's one side of the coin.
Right.
And that's like a goal. Like I don't know if there's anybody who's not like, I want to be able to, when I'm gone, even provide for people that I love.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other end, I've always said that like I want to be famous, but it's not actually famous, it's more influential. Like I want to get to that point where enough people care, like give a shit what I have to say, and then say something. You know what I mean? Like I want to be able to influence something in a positive manner.
Okay.
Even if it's just making people smile and like have a good day and like just take some time to enjoy a moment,
Yeah.
Like even if it's just that, like I'm down. I want to be influential. And I think the craziest thing about the internet, right, is like our baby photos, like our like home videos even, and stuff like that are collecting dust, unless you have converted them to DVD and then burnt that DVD into a hard drive, like unless you've done all that, they're just physical and they can get lost and, tons of stuff can happen to them. But if you delete a tweet, it's still out there somewhere.
Yeah. The Wayback Machine is a thing. If you don't know what it is, go check it out. thewaybackmachine.com. You will see some shit.
I just want to find my old MySpace pictures.
Oh my God, no.
I want to get into my fucking MySpace real bad.
See,
who knows what the fucking password would be to that?
Oh, I lost the email for that years ago.
Yeah, I think I could still get into the email. But I don't. Maybe if I can get into that email, I can get my password because I think I know what the email is. But I really want to fucking hack into my MySpace. Yeah. But like, like my kids' photos are everywhere. Like they're on my phone, they're on my husband's phone, they're on a backup on a computer, and then those are backed up to like an external hard drive. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's all digital. So if I can be influential in my lifetime, then the fact that all of my anything, can just be available forever.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's so crazy to think about. Like Michael Jackson, that was a big like thing in my childhood. Like I really liked his music. And like when he died, I mean, like he was the king of pop. Like he was known everywhere in every fucking country, continent. You know what I mean? Like everybody knew who the fuck he was. Like,
worldwide.
I mean, like there's controversial things that may or may not have happened. To be fair, I'm just gonna put it out there. In my personal opinion, I don't think he fucking touched kids. I think that he had a shitty ass childhood. His dad was a piece of shit, and I think that he had some fucking mental issues, and that he wanted to be a kid again. And I'll never know. None of us will ever know really, because that shit didn't actually play out. But aside from that, he just had this ridiculous reach where people were mourning for weeks. People cried. Like, it was crazy. And no, I don't want people to be sad when I die. I'm also a douche that says, please celebrate my life. Like, I want you guys to have an open bar, and I want you to fucking play to the window, to the wall, and just dance. You can cry while you're dancing, but like, I just want you to have like fun and be happy about the shit that I did do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's awesome that I can put some of the stuff that I did do on the internet for a lasting effect,
I will say, when I'm gone, the quote unquote funeral that I want is one, I'm being cremated, so there won't be a body there, because harvest whatever you need out of me for science or to help people, and then just
right.
fucking ashes for the rest. But as far as the funeral itself, traditional New Orleans style funeral.
Oh, yeah.
And for those who don't know, there is a mourning portion where you go, you pay your respects, say something nice, but as you leave, it turns into a celebration.
Mm-hmm.
Jazz is played, traditional good jazz is played, happy music. Everybody's laughing, smiling, drinking, reminiscing about the good
stories.
times, not regretting that you're gone, but celebrating that you were here.
And it's the after part that's the worst. Like with, well, I was going to say Western. Louisiana is Western. But, I guess traditional funerals. Like, you go and you're sad, and that's okay. Like, and you should, give yourself time to grieve. Give yourself a place to feel sad from the loss. But then don't forget, like the literal years that you experienced that person's life and that they were in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Be happy about it too.
Absolutely.
I mean, it sucks. I'm never going to tell anybody not to hurt, because it hurts.
Yeah.
But I also want you to, after you do all that, leave and fucking drink yourself. No, that's terrible advice, but you know what I mean? Like, I want you to just like have fun. Like, go talk to the friends that showed up, because I've been to funerals where I haven't seen these people, since whatever time.
Yeah.
And yeah, it sucks. Obviously, the reason that we're gathering, it's fucking terrible. But we are gathering, so let's not waste that.
Yeah.
Now you get to be with some people that you used to, love or still do or whatever. And it's not a fun time that brought you together, but you should then be grateful that those people are still in your life.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's my thinking on it, at least.
Totally agree. Death is not the end for those of us who are still around.
True.
And you should not waste that. I'm not saying don't remember those that aren't here anymore. I'm not saying don't mourn them.
Mm-hmm.
But, and this might be a little bit of a hot take, but I feel it's very selfish for people who, not at the funeral, but for people who literally just like break down, lock up, can't function anymore because that person is no longer around.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people go through it. It sucks. I feel bad for them, but at the same time, it kind of pisses me off because, like, do you think that person wants you like non-functioning?
True. Yeah.
Because you're so fucked up over them not being here. Like, you don't remember any of the good times. There's no happy memories. It's just they're no longer here. I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
And I've seen people go through that for years.
Right. Well, and grief lasts a long time. Like, I won't argue that. Because I have a couple of friends who lost their moms at, relatively young ages. Like, obviously, you want to go before your kid does. Like, you never want to go the opposite way.
Yeah.
And like, I get it. Like, loss is going to show itself in different ways throughout a lot of, like, for a while.
Yeah.
Quite a few years. But I mean, at the same time, like, I don't want to be the reason that you're that sad. Like, I'm happy that people love me. I'm happy that people would love me enough to where my passing would be influential in your life. But I don't want it to be influential in a way where you are no longer happy.
Yeah.
So definitely just be happy that you knew me, because I'm a fucking bad bitch, and you're welcome.
Couldn't have been said better. Well, that brings us through 19 questions. There's one left.
Okay.
But it's not really a question.
Uh-oh. It's a dance party.
I mean, essentially, because what we do with question 20 is we want to know, what is Savage Alley Cat working on? What you got coming up? When's the next stream? What are you doing? What are you currently working on?
Oh, hell yeah. It's self-promo time,
It
baby.
Hills, yes, plug your shit.
Consensual self-promo is the best.
That is right.
So currently, I am working on making the variety chaos a little bit less chaotic. My main right now is still Twitch. So you can find me at twitch.tv/SavageAlleyCat, ALLEY. So that's where you can find me on 4 days a week, 4 nights a week, excuse me. I stream Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday at roughly 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. All my socials are Savage Alley Cat, so like Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. But I believe that Instagram and TikTok are both Savage Alley Cat TV, but it's all still one word. So you can find me on there. If you don't remember all this shit, but you do remember that my name is Savage Alley Cat, you can always go to my Twitch page and there's a socials tab at the bottom, so you can click that. What else do I do? Oh, art. I said that earlier. I do accept commissions, so you can get in touch with me. Like if you can just find me and DM me, that's also fine. I do have a like clickable link to do commissions through, but realistically, like just fucking ask. Just ask me and I'll let you know. What else do I do? I do things, right? Do I do things? Those are the things that I do
You
for
do
the most part.
things. You do
I
all the
do
things.
I do a lot of things. I'm currently looking at the calendar that I'm setting up for the next 4 weeks. I'm planning on doing a ton of shit. Honestly, tomorrow night I'm doing a horror stream. Well, tomorrow night, as in today is the 19th of May for us.
So May
If you
20th.
didn't know, podcasts are normally pre-recorded. So didn't mean to burst your bubble. But yeah, on the 20th, I will have been done a horror stream because I surpassed 666 followers.
Oh,
So I thought it would be
nice.
funny to do a horror stream. It just made sense to me. So yeah. But other than that, I've got a ton of other stuff going on. I do a Rogue Company customs community tournament event, is what I call it, because it's funny and it's just ridiculously long. And even the acronym is RCCCTE. Like that's just stupid. But we have fun here. So I do like a tournament event with my community with a certain game, Rogue Company, that we play. I do those monthly, so you'll probably be able to catch one of those after this comes out. If I'm still doing it, if I haven't completely given up on content creation and crawled into a little hole, which happens. No, your content creation though, you can fucking burn out. So make sure you guys are taking breaks.
You
But
can. But I don't
yeah.
see that happening anytime soon for you.
Shit, I don't know. I've taken a break. I've taken a small break, and it was torture. Like it's so weird because I feel like I know I needed it, and I did, and I liked taking the break, but at the same time, I was just like super anxious about getting back, and not to mention the fact that I was 100% sure that everyone was going to forget that I existed in that amount of time. So,
but I had that same feeling.
Yeah.
But Savage, thank you so much. God, this was amazing.
Yay.
I had so much fun talking to you.
Absolutely.
Everybody definitely go give her a follow on Twitch. Check out all of her social media. Find that clickable link on her Twitch page. But thank you for listening. We really appreciate it. Savage, you're fucking amazing. I love talking to you.
Thank you for having me, dude. It's super fun.
But that's going to be it for us. I hope everybody has an amazing day, evening, noon, whatever fucking time it is for you. I don't know time. I hope you all have a good one. Y'all take it easy.